Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Lost Aux Media. As always, I'd like to thank you on joining me for yet another week of debauchery, where we make you take a second look at what you just watched.
I know you wanted to something new.
To sink your teeth in.
Think you had enough, but you never had it rough.
Ooh.
We're just having fun. Someone tell him not to run.
Who do we have on the docket for this week, eh? We got Ethan Klein and the crew eating some of that Hoopsi Poopsi.
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
Yes. I don't know what this Hoopsi Poopsi stuff is, but it looks disgusting, so trust me, you're not going to want to miss that. Then we have Bert Kreischer not washing his hands on another episode of Something's Burning. We got Mark Norman and Big J Oakerson on that one eating some Carolina hot chicken. You're not going to want to miss that one either. Trust me. And then we got Cam Patterson with his new grill on the set of Kill Tony. He's going to be the second guest panelist aside from Whitney Cummings, and she ends up bombing on that shit as well, dude. I seriously have no idea what is going on with these fucking comedians and bombing lately. It's like ever since New Year's, it's like their New Year's resolution is to just bomb as much as they possibly can on these podcasts. Then we're going to get a second dose of Mark Norman on the Protect Our Parks episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. You guys know the Protect Our Parks boys? Yeah. Mark Norman's going to be talking about how this dude got sick from eating too much ass. Okay? Little sus. A little bit sus if you ask me. So we're going to have all that and more on this great episode of Lost Aux Media. Let's listen to a little bit of tunes, and as always, I will not hold you too much longer. Dude, so I wanted to share this with you guys. This is actually insane. So I'm scrolling through Twitter the other day, right? Like minding my own goddamn business. We got to turn down the music for this one because we're going to be jumping right into some great tunes right here. I'm scrolling through Twitter, right? Minding my own goddamn business. And then I end up seeing a clip of what looks to be Rosanne Barr with cornrows, right? And you see this visual I have on the screen right here. It's like Rosanne Barr with like cornrows and shit, right? Turns out she ended up doing like a diss track on, I don't know, I guess The World for like canceling her for being like racist. You remember when she was like, I thought the bitch was white. They have that soundbite all the time on the H3 podcast. I end up listening to this rap, and like if you're a diehard Trump supporter like I am, you know, I voted for the guy like 9 times. When I went to the voting booth, every time there was like a dash for you to write in someone's name, I just wrote Trump's name in again. So I was loving this shit. When I saw this, I was like elated. You know what I mean? So if you're a diehard Trump supporter like I am, trust me, this is the rap for you. Listen to this. This is wild. Rosanne Barr. Ooh. You know I gotta smoke to that shit. We gotta smoke to this. Look, so funny. Why does the Lambo look fucking miniature? Doesn't it look like mini compared to everything else? Like, that's how fucking crazy it is when you're, like, real diehard on that, like, Chevy, built Ford tough type shit. The trucks are fucking huge, like, to the point to where it just makes a regular car look like a fucking toy. Like, this shit legitimately looks like they're driving, like, a go-kart down the street. I get it. It's a nice car, but come on. And look at this is America's finest right here. In this video, you're going to see him dancing. You're going to see little Trump kids like dancing around and shit. And they all look insane. Look at that. Look. Watch. Go back a little bit. Wait until you see this little kid. If you're just listening at home, this little like buck-toothed snot-nosed brat, right, is sitting next to the rapper going, cat, 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 cat. And he's like trying to put his hat backwards. This kid doesn't know what to do with himself. They really got like the best and the brightest for this video. Watch this. Look at this guy. Watch this kid right here. Pay attention to him. This kid's gonna really lose himself in the music. The moment you want it, you better never let it go. Look at that. They zoomed in too much. I can't even do. Look at this kid. He's got the hat like fucking. Look at this. He don't know what to do with himself. This kid's going through it right now. In a couple minutes, he's going to be yakking up some mom spaghetti. Because he's ready, you know? But now, we're not even at the best part yet. We haven't even gotten to Rosanne's verse. Wait until she's like, y'all tried to cancel me for being racist. But I'm a racist, you know? I thought the bitch was white. You know what I mean? Watch this shit.
If you want our freedom, come and take it back. Bet you can.
Ooh. Yes. Wait until the chorus is done. Rosanne drops fucking fire, I'm telling you. They can't hit me with that jab. You know what I mean? She had a mean hook, right? They can't hit her with the fucking jab. Look at what is going on here, bro. This is somebody's grandmother, dude. This is somebody's grandmother. This is fucking insane, bro. Look, she said, did they slip in? Is it me? It seriously sounded like they slipped in the word fags there, right? Am I tripping? Because they're at every time they do that little clap, 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 it changes. So like the first time it was cap, right? They go, oh, that was cap, 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 right? And then they go, we got to bring it back, 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 back. So now she's saying, I came here with the facts, right? But if you listen, dude, I'm not kidding. It sounds like she says fags. Like it sounds like they switch it in the middle of that because they're talking about free speech. She says it. She's like, they try to take away my right to do this, right? All these celebrities they fail to realize, I've said this a million times, you can post a lot of shit online now. They just won't pay you for it. Like, so, I mean, we just talked about it last week. Giga Chad Zuckerberg opened the gates. You can say all this shit now on Facebook and Instagram. Like, I'm seeing people dropping the N-word on Facebook like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So, this one's the timing's off, you know, but watch her. Listen, it's going to go from facts to fags. It sounds like it's going to do that. You hear how it changes? With the facts, 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 right? It sounds like it's changing to fags. Why they trying to turn Becky into dad? What? Dude, this shit is unhinged, bro. Yo, did she just diss Eminem? Whoa. You gotta watch it, bro. You gotta watch it, Rosanne. Because Eminem will come in with the hot coffee pot, with the rocks, chicken, with the backpack. He'll do that whole shit on you. I mean, and that's it. It's over. After that, your career is over. Okay? So don't get crazy. Don't sleep on the shady, on the slim, whatever you want to call him. This shit is wild. Let's finish this one out and go on to the next segment.
It's done. Too bad. We lose. So sad. We won. You mad. You cry. We laugh. We wave the flag. Now your daddy's if you mad about it, go and cry about it.
Oh, Lord. She's twerking. She's twerking. Dude, Rosanne's popping that pussy. You know it's a good rap video when you have Roseanne Barr popping that pussy for everybody to see. Popping it so hard, I'm throwing plosives into the mic. That's how hard she's popping that pussy. Watch this.
We wave the flag. Now your daddy's if you mad about it, go and cry.
Whoa!
Shave your head and wear a shirt that says you're rogue.
He's spanking
You
her.
can handle a lot of facts and make up lies about it. Say goodbye to Joe, your daddy's coming home. We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, boo-hoo.
Look, he's spanking her and shit, bro. This video is brought to you by DraftKings. What do you think the over-under is on this rapper fucking Rosanne Barr?
So sad,
Huh?
now your daddy's home.
Like, what do you think that is, huh? I go the over on it. I feel like he put an extra work on that Rosanne. You know what I mean? That was actually insane. I can't even believe that was like a real music video when I saw that. And then she said, fuck Eminem. I'm like, ooh, you better watch it with that shit, girl. You better watch it with that. So now let's transition from that into a little bit of Something's Burning. You know what I mean? Good old Bert Kreischer doing the whole thing that he normally does when he's cooking these things. Every single time I watch Something's Burning, you see Bert picking his nose. You see him double dipping, like he'll take a little taste. Right? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Oh my God, you guys gotta try this. Dips his finger right back. The same finger he just got done telling everybody to fuck off with and shoving in his mouth. He dips that finger right back into like whatever it is he's cooking. You never see him washing his hands in between the dips. You never see him wash his hands after he hacks out a lung right into his palm. And then he starts like breading chicken, like putting like rubs on like prime rib roasts and shit like that with his bare hands. It's like actually insane. And then you have two actual garbage disposals like Mark Norman and Big J Oakerson on here. I mean, this is a recipe for disaster. This is literally a recipe for disaster because those guys will eat anything. So there's like all sorts of like diseases and bacterias flying around this goddamn kitchen, right? And these guys are not thinking twice about it. This is actually crazy.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm blocking you completely. Shut
Ooh.
up.
Ooh, look at the walk of shame.
Remember when everybody said how good I looked 5 minutes ago? Then I blanked out Mark.
Now, let me fill you guys in on this, because this right here, you're going to see Big J. Like, look at the face on him, right? Very sad. If only I had that violin noise. You know the one I'm talking, he's like very sad for this guy. I'm going to contextualize what just happened here, because you might not have picked up on it. Soon as they go to start the episode, right, they start recording. The producers, they finalize, they check the cameras, they go, okay, we're good to go. Now these two come in and sit down on set, right? Big J sits closer to the camera than Mark. Mark sits on the far side, right? Soon as that happens, the producers go, no, this is wrong. We can't do that. Can we flip you guys real fast? Because Big J is fatter than fuck. So if he's sitting on the closer end of to the camera, he's going to block out Mark Norman. We're not even going to be able to see this asshole. So Big J is actually going to like eclipse. He's going to swallow Mark whole in the recording studio, right? If they don't get those seats switched. So watch. They ask him to switch, and then Big J has to do this fucking walk of shame. How fucked up is that? The second you sit down, you haven't even gotten comfortable yet. And they're already telling you, sorry, buddy, you're fatter than fuck. So can you switch seats so that we can actually see the other guests? You know what I mean? Because other than that, we're going to have to cut to the side camera like every fucking 5 seconds. You know what I mean? We can't do that. Can I flip you
What is that
guys?
supposed to mean?
It means I'm blocking you completely. Shut up, Stacey.
Look at that.
Remember when Remember when everybody said how good I looked 5 minutes ago? Then I blanked out Mark.
Look at that.
Do you want a
For
drink?
everybody?
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'd love a drink.
Hey, let's do a drink.
Yes.
Let's do a drink.
Over, actually.
Aggressive drinking.
I'll just have a vodka soda.
I'll take. Oh, have you ever had Porosos?
Listen to that. Now Bert goes, you ever had Porosos? You ever had Porosos? It's my vodka. Me and Tom Segura, we made the vodka. Porosos. You know, he's talking about this Porosos, right? Mark's about to hit him with a little bit of a burn. And this is going to give us the fuel we need to take us into the next time codes. Listen to this.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, really?
Shots of
Never heard of it.
Is something to chase it with. It's gayer.
Ooh, Big J, listen to that. Mark goes, I never heard of the vodka. to fuck around with Bert, right? Then Big J goes, give us 2 shots of Porosos with something to wash it down that's gayer. It was a good burn, right? It was great. These 2 comedians really rocking it out of the park.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, really?
Never
Shots
heard.
of Porosos and something to chase it with that's gayer. Yes.
Of course, Bert laughs with his fucking mouth wide up. Good old Bertie Bert. Can't stand that motherfucker. Now watch this. Remember I told you guys, every time I watch one of these goddamn things, Bert's coughing into his hand, picking his nose and shit like that. He goes right into like tossing a salad. You know what I mean? He's making like a Caesar salad. He's like, don't worry, those are just the sardines that are mixed into the Caesar dressing, you know? It's definitely nothing that came out of my nose or body, you know? So watch. We're about to see this right now. This guy's about to start coughing into his goddamn hands. He's handling his raw chicken like it's like another Tuesday for them.
The dough's in the fridge, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna make the roux. I'm gonna make the mac and cheese. I'm gonna get this all set up, and then I'll do the chicken second. I'm gonna put the mac and cheese in there, season it really well, get it nice and hot, and then whoopie pies.
What the fuck?
Yo, are you fucking serious right now? Look. Mark was looking into the camera. He's like, ooh, yeah. That was a good one. Because you already seen, I've showed you guys plenty of examples of Mark. Mark will fart in your fucking face. Like, you'll be in he'll be in your podcast studio, right? You invite this guy to promote some shit. He gets in there, he starts fucking farting in your wife's face. He'll fucking start burping into the mic. You got to disinfect the whole fucking studio when you have Mark in as a guest. You know what I mean? So Mark's looking at Bert, like looking at the camera. He goes, that was an awesome burp that this guy just laid off. Big J is the only one who seems slightly concerned. You know, he's like, whoa. This guy about to start handling my food, man. Like, you know, Big J's got that raspy voice. This guy's going to start handling my shit like that after you just got done burping into his fucking hand. Watch this, dude. Bert is wild.
Get it nice and hot, and then whoopie pies. We'll do them at the end. We'll try. Should we do them all together?
How ironic is that? He goes, and then we'll do whoopie pies at the end. He just got done burping into his fucking hand. And then go whoopie pie at the end. Yes, very nice. So now, if you know anything about Mark, right? You've seen him on Protect Our Parks. We showed you him on David Cross's podcast. I don't even remember the fucking name of David Cross's podcast. That shit was a snooze fest. Mark made that episode, if anything, you know? So Mark, he's always doing like the one-offs. He's good for like what do they call that? Tags in the comedy world. He's tagging nonstop. Every time something gets said, he hits him with a pun or something like that. You know, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm put on the spot right now. I'm sorry. I'm not Mark. But watch, he's going to start doing this shtick, right? And he's going to end up regretting it. He starts putting flour on his nose, trying to act like he's doing coke. Starts backfiring in his face. Watch this.
And he paid the hotel staff $50,000 to not share it.
Stop, won't stop.
That's what started the whole thing because he was she went after him.
Now look, notice Bert, right? Bert's still barehanded. He's got his hands all inside that goddamn flour, that breading. 2 bowls. He's doing 2 bowls at once, right? Now, we skipped ahead a little bit, but I'll tell you right now, I'll give you a spoiler. I'll give you a little spoiler real fast. Bert didn't wash his hands. In between the time that he got done burping into his hand, right? He didn't wash them yet. And now he's taking care of all this. Look at how many chicken cutlets this guy's breaded already with his bare hands like that. So now they got the nice, inner flavors of Bert all mixed into that chicken. Now Mark's about to start trying to pull a little shtick, right? With this flour. Watch this.
You serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then all the other stuff came out.
I haven't been
And
following
she
this
married
P.
a
Diddy
white
thing.
guy.
She did?
Yep.
I wouldn't eat that, Mark.
Hold on,
Will
bud.
Smith's
at
gonna
him.
be brought up in a bunch of stuff too. So
Whoa, really?
Look, this is...
You're right around.
Wait, because all right, I'm sorry. I'm not even doing this justice right now. This is going to be, hands down, the funniest thing you're going to see all week. If not, all year. When I watch this, what Mark's about to pull right here, this little stunt, I was laughing so goddamn hard, right? I was laughing so fucking hard that I went to a school and I shot it up. That's how hard I had to end the life of future generations because I was laughing so hard at this fucking joke, right? Mark does this shtick. I nearly lost my mind. Louis C.K. used to have a bit about this, the word hilarious, right? How people misuse it all the time. They do the slightest thing, you know, a baby falls on his ass. They go, that's hilarious, right? And the real definition of the word hilarious is it's something that is so funny that it sends you on the brink of insanity. That's like the actual definition of hilarious. It's something is so funny to you, it almost sends you into the loony bin. When I watched this, I had to actually commit murder because this shit was so funny. I had to literally go to his school with a carbine rifle and end lives of children because of how funny this fucking bit was.
On the corner, dude.
Wait, what happened with Will Smith?
You know, you were there.
It's like Hunter Biden.
Remember you had that deal years ago?
I can't believe.
Oh, this is Hunter Biden. Look at this fucking guy. Watch this.
You know, you were there.
It's like Hunter Biden.
This is hilarious. If you're not laughing at this, I mean, there's not something wrong with Mark. There's something wrong with you. I mean, the Coke on the face, the eyes wide open, the Hunter Biden reference. You know what I mean? Only thing he's missing is a laptop in Russian. That's it. This is the greatest bit. Dave Chappelle couldn't, the 250 comedians that Joe Rogan's talking about all the time, you could get every single one of them into a writer's room together tonight with $1 million on the table for the best comedic idea. None of them could write something even fucking close to as funny as this. I legitimately almost went crazy when I saw this. I was laughing so hard. I was puking. I was calling my family because I thought I was going to die. I started confessing all of my sins to them, my deepest and most daunting and haunting secrets. They know all of them now, all because of this fucking asshole, because of this bit, okay? This guy ruined my life over this.
On the corner, dude.
Wait, what happened with Will Smith?
You know, you were there.
It's like Hunter Biden.
Remember you got that deal years ago?
I can't believe.
Then you had to have
I'm just.
Remember you had to have Illuminati gay sex with Will Smith?
I can't believe I'm just finding out about everything that everyone's talking about on pod.
Look at that. So now he's sitting here. He's like really clawing for anything he can get out of this because he's basically fucking off of what Bert's saying. He's trying to get anything he can out of the crew off of that. You know, because now that's a big swing. You start like adding props into your shit. Like, what are you, fucking Carrot Top? You know what I mean? Carrot Top does props, right? Am I wrong with that? Yeah, Carrot Top or what's the other guy? MacGyver or some shit like that. So he's like taking the thing, he's putting it on his nose. That's props you're basically adding into this joke. That's a big swing. That's a very big swing. And he knows it. And he doesn't get anything out of it at first. So now he's fucking struggling. He's sitting there looking at the crew, the producers. He's fighting for his goddamn life. He's like, please, guys, give me fucking anything, man. Like, is it coming out? Did you guys not get it in the monitor? Is that why no one's laughing? Did I not get it on camera? He goes for a round two. He goes, check it out this time now. You know, everyone heard it the first fucking time. You know what I mean? People do this with these jokes. They say a joke and everyone's talking. Everyone basically tells them to fuck off by not reacting to it, right? And then they wait for a quiet moment to say it again. It's like, at that moment, so many times in my life, I've always wanted to be like, we heard you the first time. We didn't give a fuck, man. And that's basically what Mark's doing. This is second coming. Look at this. First one bombs. This is the first one right here. Look at this asshole. Watch this. I'm loving this right now.
That deal years ago?
I can't believe.
Look, nothing. He goes, all right. Goes back to it, right? He goes, maybe I could get him in round two. Maybe I could do something now to save this bit. Oh.
Remember you had to have Illuminati gay sex with Will Smith?
I can't believe I'm just finding out about everything that everyone's talking about on podcasts.
Look, he asked him, does it read? Does it read well? Am I coming off well? No, it doesn't. If it read, they would have laughed, Mark. Get a wet napkin and wipe this shit off your nose. Wait until he doesn't realize this is like spicy flour, right? He's going to regret this. This is like they're making Carolina hot fried chicken. So the flour's got to have like 8 different spices. How do they do it at KFC? But they're all hot. And he didn't realize this until right now. Watch.
Pardon me? All right.
Oh, he finally got one. Finally. Let's give it up.
Yeah, this P. Diddy thing is huge. You got to see it.
Good old Mark.
So,
They said he's on suicide watch in prison. Heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
whoa, Paris Hilton. She was on suicide watch.
Spicy as hell.
Hey, can I get?
Spicy as hell.
Paper towel.
Yeah.
Spicy as hell. Now watch, dude. He's about to start trying to wipe this stuff out of his nose, and he's gonna make it worse. He's gonna keep pushing the shit further up, right? What do you think that's gonna make him do? He's gonna start sneezing and coughing his ass off. Listen to this guy.
Please wet it a little. This is really spicy.
Is it?
It's really spicy.
By the way, Mark's joke was about Jeffrey Epstein.
Look at this guy.
Excuse me. Yeah, thank you, Jay.
Oh,
What happened to you?
he's about to explode. I always think that sometimes when people like hold in their sneezes, I'm like, this guy's about to pop. You know what I mean? Sometimes I really feel that way. I'm like, because you see like a big fat guy out in public, they try to hold in their sneeze and they're making a weird noise. They go, or some shit like that. I always think to myself, I'm like, this one's going to blow. Like one of those whales that you see on the beach and it gets like really hot because they haven't like got it off the shoreline yet. And the thing starts expanding. All the gases start like, building up inside of its body. And the next thing you know, it's raining whales all up in that bitch. You know what I mean? So Mark, he's letting the sneezes out now, but he's starting to get embarrassed by this. He's going to start trying to hold those sneezes in, right? And hold these coughs in. So he's like embarrassed about the fact that he didn't realize this was going to do this to him, that it was going to be all spicy inside of his nose, right? So now watch. He tries to hold in a sneeze. He ends up making one of the craziest noises I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Listen to this.
That went up the pipes.
What did you do?
Nashville hot breadcrumbs up his nose?
It burns.
What happened to you? Hold on, did you snort it and go, pardon me? Is that why everyone was laughing?
It's so spicy.
Yeah, no shit. It's so spicy, man.
That woke me up.
Watch. What the fuck was... What the fuck kind of noise was that, man? Bro, you can't do this shit in the middle of something's burning like this. This guy's about to explode in the middle of this goddamn kitchen. There's a lot of gas lines running around this bitch. You can't do this, Mark.
Woo. All right, I'm back.
Listen to
that woke
this.
me up. Sheesh.
Look,
Sorry, Jim.
someone's trying to start a slow clap in the background. Mark finally getting the reaction that he wanted out of that. Is that not crazy? This asshole, bro. I couldn't believe that. So now, listen, this is gonna start getting good, right? Bert, in usual fashion, he wants to start asking like some kind of outlandish ass questions, right? Probably questions that you shouldn't ask on podcasts. Let me explain. Let's say, all these guys are friends with each other. They're all working the same clubs and stuff like that. So you wouldn't want to ask another comedian on a podcast like, what do you think about this person's act, right? Because you're either going to get a fabricated answer. They're going to go, oh, it was good. It was great. I loved it. As a matter of fact, it was iconic, right? They're talking about like Whitney Cummings or some shit. It's like nothing iconic coming out of that, okay? Or they kind of put them on the spot to be like, whoa, I can't talk about how bad it was. You know what I mean? Because we're on air. So Bert starts trying to ask these kinds of questions. He asks Mark and Jay, because they both live in New York, he goes, what's New York's take on Austin? And I like this. I like this kind of questioning because it does one of two things. Just like I said, it either forces them, it does one of two things, but in both ways, it forces them to show their hand in a way that it's either you're going to get a fake answer or you're going to get the real answer, right? What is it going to be with these two New Yorkers, right? Because New Yorkers are known for being like real brash. They'll tell you how it is, man. They call spade a spade. You know what I mean? In New York. So Bert's about to ask this guy. He goes, what's New York's take on Boston or Austin? What do you guys think of us over there? And they're about to give it to him straight. Not going to lie. This is great.
What's New York's take on Austin?
Oh, it's a punchline for sure.
Really?
I like Austin. I like
yeah.
the mothership's great, and
You have to say that.
Yeah, really. I
Shane's
know.
down there. It's I like Brian Simpson. I like I like all the guys, but
The extreme move out there was ridiculous.
I would never-
I like that. Jay came in finally and was like, bro, Jay's like, just say the shit, bro. Just say it. Stop being a fucking bitch about it. You know what I mean? Because Mark, of course, he goes, well, I like it. You know, I do protect our parks. I'm like in with Joe. So like, I'm not going to say it sucks or anything, you know? And I liked how Bert, I'll give it to Bert on that one. He goes, well, you have to say that. You know, remember last time we talked about the 2 Bears, 1 Cave? Bert was getting real mad about getting replaced. Him and Tom Segura basically got replaced by Mark Norman and Shane Gillis. Now they do protect our parks with Ari and Joe. Where's Tom and Bert? You know, so Bert's probably fed up with this shit, this whole Austin, Texas, and the relationship that they got going on and stuff. So when Mark starts trying to like dance around this answer and be like, I like Austin, it's kind of cool, you know, I like the mothership. Bert's like, yeah, you have to say that. If you don't, Joe might kick you out of protect our parks, bro.
Never move there.
I think the move out there was ridiculous.
I think
It's 100 people moving there to try to get one of 8 spots available at Mothership.
And they keep saying, hey, it's a boom, a comedy boom, but it's one club.
One club.
See, notice how now Mark started coming around. Like Mark at first, he was like, oh, you know, it's all right. I like it. You know, it's the Mothership is awesome. It's the best club in the world. Now he's basically talking shit about it. Now that Jay finally got the ball rolling, Mark's like, oh, yeah, you know, it's actually not that good. You know, it's actually not that great at all. It kind of sucks. It's like 8 spots, man. You know, it's like one club. It's one club. He reminds me of those fucking old guys from the Muppets, where they're like, the Mothership was great. It was outstanding. Well, it could have used a little work. Oh, well, now that you mention it, it wasn't that good. Actually, it sucked. Oh, it was awful. You know, and this is Mark literally just did that whole roller coaster. Watch this. I love this. Let's watch it in its entirety.
What's New York's take on Austin?
Oh, it's a punchline, for sure.
Really?
I like Austin. I like
yeah.
the Mothership's great. And
You have to say that.
Yeah, really.
You have
James
to.
down there. It's, you know, I like Brian Simpson. I like, you know, I like.
See, so Mark, he's trying to buy himself some time out of this. He's like, Big J, come on, please save me in here, man. Say something nice about Austin. Jay doesn't do that. Jay gives it to him straight. Jay's like, dude, we got Legion of Skanks. We got Skank Fest. He's like, fuck Austin, bro. Fuck the Mothership. I make my own goddamn money.
All the guys, but
The extreme move out there was ridiculous.
I would never
think.
move there.
I think the move out there was ridiculous.
I think
It's 100 people moving there to try to get one of 8 spots available at Mothership.
And they keep saying, hey, it's a boom, a comedy boom, but it's one club.
One club. And the Creek in the
aren't
Cave.
there's
Creek in the Cave and Cap City. That's it. Everything else is a bar.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him. Dude, Creek in the Cave, Cap City, they're kind of like clubs, bro. The Mothership's a club. Everything else is a bar in that bitch. And you listen to any of these assholes, bro. They talk about the comedy Mothership as if it really is like the next scene. New York City, bro, there's comedy clubs in like every fucking corner, bro. It's such a huge city. 5 boroughs in that bitch. Like you could get on the subway and 45 minutes, you could be literally on the other side of the goddamn city in another club. Very easy to access, very easy to get around. You know what I mean? You could really make shit happen. If you got enough grind in New York, you can make shit happen. What they're saying about Austin, it's very much true. Austin, Texas is like a regular sized city. It might be a little bigger than other cities, but it's not as big as New York. And you with cities like that, you have like an uptown, a midtown, and a downtown. And most of the shit is happening downtown. That's where you're going to see the hottest nightclubs, the hottest bars, the hottest restaurants. All that stuff is going to be, you know, around the downtown area. Most downtown areas in cities like Austin are like 5 or 6 streets. It might be like 5 or 6 streets this way, and then it just stretches down the whole line. That's like your downtown, right? That ain't as many clubs. That's not as many opportunities. That's not as many mics as New York City. It's never going to be, you know? So when they start talking about, oh, Austin, it's a punchline to us in New York, we're making fun of you assholes because, you know, you guys are all moving down there. You're all moving down there to us, what seems like nothing. You're all moving down there to what seems like nothing to us, you know? As a matter of fact, we think it's so stupid that you're moving down there because it's literally one club. One club, no theaters to play, like none of that. What do you do? What are you guys doing over there?
What's New York's take on Austin?
Oh, it's a punchline, for sure.
Really?
I like Austin. I like
yeah.
the Mothership's great. And
You have to say that.
Yeah,
We have to.
I know.
Shane's down there. It's I like Brian Simpson. I like I like all the guys, but
The extreme move out there was ridiculous.
I would never
think.
move there.
I think the move out there was ridiculous.
I think
It's 100 people moving there to try to get one of 8 spots available at Mothership.
And they keep saying, "Hey, it's a boom, a comedy boom," but it's one club.
One club, and the Creek in the Cave.
There's
Creek in the Cave and Cap City. That's it.
Really?
Everything else is a bar.
Everything else is a bar. Now watch Big J. Listen to Big J put a nice little fucking ribbon on all that.
Yeah.
But I say go there.
Sure.
I say go there. Don't come to New York. It's fine.
Please.
There you go.
By the way, I haven't been on.
Big J, don't come to New York, you assholes. It's fine. We don't fucking need you. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need your asses, bro. We never did, and we never will, okay? As a matter of fact, keep going down to Austin. You guys can fuck off and give us more spots down here in New York. We don't need you muddying up the clubs like that. So now watch. I was telling you guys about Bert's etiquette. You know, we already seen him burp into his hand once. You know, this guy's like burping, sneezing, hacking up lungs, cutting himself, burning himself with shit. You know, Bert is so good for that. Bert is so goddamn good for that. And we're going to get a little taste of that right now. This is why they call this show Something's Burning. Bert's about to burn the fuck out of himself. Was actually funny. Mark's little cocaine bit, not that funny. Bert burning himself in the middle of Something's Burning. That's hilarious. Like, you're hilarious. I will shoot someone for this.
Hey, I got to be honest with you. You know what?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah, this is like Benihana's all of a sudden.
Whoa,
you gonna throw a
man.
shrimp at me?
I've never seen
like
oil
freebasing.
sizzle like that, man. Like, whoa! Look, he's about to do it again. I wonder if Mark gives him that again. Like, whoa! Look, Mark is a fucking cuck, dude. Listen to this.
Hey, I got to be honest with you. You know what?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah, this is like Benihana's.
You never seen oil sizzle before? Huh? Huh? This guy is so... Look at how he's shocked. This guy, he might shoot someone. He might actually lose his mind off of this. Whoa! Whoa, bro. I've never seen oil like that before, bro. I've never been to a restaurant in my life. Whoa! I've never even fried anything at home. We use the air fryer, me and my wife, my pregnant wife, who I probably cheat on all the time because I'm constantly on the road. Whoa!
All of a sudden. Are you gonna throw a shrimp at me?
This is like freebasing.
It really is.
See, here, I got this.
No, you caught it.
No.
No, good news, you caught it.
Something's burning.
That's so funny. Everybody in the production set, they're all freaking out. They're like, whoa, dude, we might be out of work soon, bro. Oh, everyone's freaking out. Bert's wife is in the background like, you're so stupid. You're fucking stupid. I can't believe. She's laughing her ass off. She's like, finally, this asshole gets us coming. Yeah. She probably fucking like shook herself off. She'd been waiting for that. She probably had an orgasm. The second that he burned himself like that, she probably was so wet in the goddamn pants. She was like, I've been waiting to see some shit like that. She probably loves it when this guy gets beat the fuck up like this.
It really is.
See, here, I got this.
No, you caught it.
No.
No, good news, you caught it.
Something's burning.
She's laughing her ass off. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. With her southern accent. You're so stupid. God damn it.
It's flesh.
That was really hot.
That's why you were a good fielder.
This show is sponsored
Well,
by...
they had to cut to break, bro. Bert probably had to get his whole shit wrapped up after that. You know, this guy's, he's dying. He's dying over here. But it ain't over yet. I told you, this guy, he's about to start really getting disgusting in this motherfucker. I told you guys, double dipping. We already seen cough. He burned himself. He caught that nice, though. Just like Big J. Big J was on something. He goes, hey, it's good you caught it, bro. You're good, bro. It's a good thing you caught that, man. You're the fucking man, bro.
Sure, I need something that looks like Leanne, so this is going to sound horrible, but I look for chicks that have similar flaws as Leanne. Because that's what I love in Leanne.
Right.
So I look for that, and it's really like no one types in like,
What are we
Don't-
talking?
like minimal back fat.
Don't
you
say
know?
what the things are. It's gonna be. Don't say what the things are. It's gonna be mean.
Yeah.
See, look, Big J, look. This is so funny that Bert's friends take into consideration the people's feelings around him 1,000 times more than Bert does. So they're having a conversation about like what type of porn they're into, right? And of course, for a podcast, they want to start getting crazy, start saying some graphic shit on there. So Bert's like, Yeah, I look for porn, bro. I'm trying to look for stuff that's like similar to my wife. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it classy in this motherfucker. I want these bitches to look like my wife. So I start looking for like porn girls with flaws in them. The same flaws that my wife has. So I start typing in minimal back fat into the porn search engine. You saying this on air, bro, in front of your friends. Your wife is sitting there hanging out with the production crew. So you're going to sit there and you're going to start naming off her flaws like that? That's fucked up. And Big J, of course, right away, before Bert because if Big J didn't say something, Bert would have kept going. He would have been like, I searched for like minimal back fat. I searched for flabby cellulite ass. Tits that sag down to the knees. I searched for that type of shit. You know what I mean? I searched for loose, stretched out pussy lips. That I searched for all that stuff because that's the same stuff my wife has. And I'm telling you, nobody loves my baby like I love my baby. You know what I mean? So I need it when I'm jacking my thing. You know? So Jay's like, whoa, calm down. Don't keep naming them off, man.
Don't minimal back fat.
Don't say what the things are. It's gonna be.
Those are the things are. It's gonna be mean.
Swastika tattoo.
Crappy college tattoo on her ankle.
Now watch, he's whipping that sauce up, right? You know, how do they do the dance with where they pretend they're whipping shit up like that? You ever see that? That used to be like a real popular dance like 5 years ago. You see people like pretending that they're like whipping shit up in a bowl and they're like moving their hips around and shit. So Bert's doing that. He's doing the dance. He's whipping the shit up on the side, right? Little whip. He's about to start dipping his fingers into that to see how it tastes. Not even washing his hands. He starts putting his fingers all the way in the back of his goddamn throat. And then he puts his fingers right back into that goddamn sauce. Mind you, this is not like a cooked sauce or anything like that. He literally just took a bunch of spices. You saw him dump that fucking hot sizzling oil on there. Mark was like, whoa, man, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then he's going, okay, when the fried chicken comes out, like when we finish frying the chicken, we're going to toss it in this oil so that it's even hotter. You know what I mean? Bro, you're going to toss it right in this oil. It's going to be ready to eat. It's going to have all your fucking mouth all over it, bro. This is crazy. Watch this.
Like toe fungus.
Toe fungus.
Oh, yeah.
Look, watch. There's the dip.
Toe fungus, tennis.
There's the first one. That's the first one. Watch. Almost immediately, this guy goes in for round 2.
Elbow.
That could be
Look at that.
spicier.
Boom. What the fuck? Bro. Look at him. Look at this asshole. Eyes all puffy, bro. He drank fucking 2 gallons of fucking Porosos last night. Woke up, started hitting what do they do? Bloody Marys in the morning. This guy's puffy as fuck. He can barely open his goddamn eyes. He is not thinking at all. Got his fingers deep down his goddamn esophagus off of that second dip. Now, look at Big J. Big J is looking at that sauce. He goes, oh, man, I gotta eat this goddamn sauce, man. It's fucked up. I don't want to eat this shit. This guy is over here dipping his fingers all in this shit. This is wild, bro. He goes for the double dip. Watch this in full. See how fast he does it for the second time. It's crazy. There's one.
Toe fungus, tennis elbow.
That could be spicy.
There's 2. Look at that. Right after he had it. And Jay is like, oh, man, this is crazy, bro. Like, this guy's about to toss that goddamn chicken in here, bro. Like, what the fuck? We would never do that in New York, man. This is crazy. Now, watch. Listen to this. Dude, if you remember, like, this was a good little while ago. I want to say maybe almost 10 episodes ago or something. Maybe like 5. Somewhere between 5 and 10 episodes ago. We were talking about Bert's eating habits, how he used to have this crazy-ass McDonald's order. I think it was like 8 double cheeseburgers. Or no, 8 cheeseburgers, 1 Big Mac, and a large fry he would get every time he went to McDonald's, right? That's fucking insane. Even Tom was like, yo, dude, that is so much goddamn McDonald's, bro. Even for a big guy like you. And Bert would talk about how, oh, no, but I try to do it like, halfway keto, bro. I try to make it good. So what I do is I take the top bun off the burgers and I taco the cheeseburger with the bottom bun. I'm swallowing them whole. You know what I mean? Then I smash the Big Mac as is. Then I swallow all the large fry down in one gulp. I wash it down with the diet soda. So we're good. You know what I mean? That's kind of... So Bert's known to have these like crazy ass eating habits. He talks about this kind of shit all the time. Now we're about to listen to Big J talk about how Bert's eaten a 30 case of White Castle burgers. But wait until you hear how Big J explains how Bert's eating these goddamn burgers. This shit sent me for a goddamn tailspin. Listen to this.
That's right.
Oh my God. Those smell incredible.
So Bert's busting out bread,
I
right?
told the producer I don't do bread. No, I'm kidding.
I don't do bread either.
I don't really either.
Yeah.
I know. I watched you suck down 30 White Castles like you were shucking clams.
Bro, what? What the fuck? What? Dude, did you just hear what I heard? Please tell me somebody just heard what I fucking heard. I hope that somebody out there did. Okay? So, if you were listening carefully enough, right? Bert's starting to try to plate up these Carolina hot chicken sandwiches or whatever. He's putting the buns down because they're supposed to be sandwiches. Big J makes a joke. He goes, "Oh, I told your producers that I don't do bread." You know? And he says he's joking. He's serious because none of them eat this goddamn bread. And Bert goes, "I don't do bread either." Mark goes, "I don't do bread either." Bert's still plating every single one of these with fucking bread. Right? So, right after that, right after Bert saying, "Oh, I don't do bread either, guys. Like, I'm trying to fit in with you guys." Big J's like, "Yeah, I know, actually. I saw you, like, not that long ago. I saw you smash down a 30 crave case of White Castle burgers, right? Just shoveling them down with no bread. Like you were shucking fucking oysters." Picture that visual in your mind. Picture that. So he's taking these White Castle burgers. I wish I had like something I could use as a White Castle burger. He's taking these White Castle burgers, right? He's grabbing the top and the bottom bun. He's peeling them open and only the meat is sticking out. He's eating the meat and throwing the 2 pieces of bread away. You got to be watching to really get that visual off of it. So imagine that. And Big J's making a pretty good comparison here. Just like somebody shucking clams, right? Bert's taking the top off, eating the middle, tossing the bottom. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Same as somebody eating clams. This comparison is great. Picturing that in your mind is like something out of a horror movie.
I don't do bread either.
I don't really either.
Yeah.
I know. I watched you suck down 30 White Castles like you were shucking clams.
Oh my God.
wacky.
Do you remember that?
Oh,
At the fights?
like you were shucking clams.
Like the
That's
Skankfest fight.
Oh, really?
Ordered a 30-pack crave case and just he
Dude.
would open the thing and he was like, shove the meat in his mouth and then throw the bread down.
dude. Jay did that perfect.
Gross.
He would open the
Jay, watch how Jay does this. Jay really nails this fucking impression.
White
the
Castle.
Skankfest fight.
Oh, really?
Ordered a 30-pack crave case and just he would open the thing and he was like, shove the meat in his mouth and then throw the bread down.
God damn, dude. Picture that. Just like he goes, just sucks the meat whole. Throws the bread down. He's getting the cheese and the meat all over his face. Like, that's asinine, bro. That was something crazy. I couldn't believe I had heard that shit. Now watch. We're going to end this Something's Burning, right? With Bert doing a little bit more of his gross shit. His wife is helping him with the dessert. They're making the whoopie pies. Remember I was telling you about that? He burps into his hand and his wife goes, "Right after this, we're going to make the whoopie pies, Bert. We're going to make them from scratch with our bare hands. The one that you just burped in." You know, she sounds like Theo Vaughn almost. So his wife's helping him out with these whoopie pies. They're trying to get them together while these guys are finishing up their meal so that they can get right into dessert. We get it. Now watch. Bert ends this with a nice little present for his wife. Watch this.
So what advice do we have for Mark to be a dad? What questions do you have?
Sleep
Well-
about this next one.
I don't know if I'll have any time to write jokes or go on the road or...
Are you going to write new jokes?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here's the problem.
Please.
Sleep.
You're going to be you've never been that tired in your life.
That's gross.
Well,
Look
Mark
at that, bro. Bro, put this guy away, bro. Put this guy away. Look. And that's the face that he makes. He just got done farting in his wife's face, right? And she goes, "That's gross." And this is the face that he makes in reaction to that. What, you don't think it's gross, Bert? Look at that. I went fucking crazy with the zoom. You don't think it's gross, Bert? Listen to this guy. His wife's just trying to walk by. She's minding her own goddamn business, trying to get these whoopie pies together. Watch this guy.
Yeah. Here's the problem.
Please.
Sleep.
You're going to be you've never been that tired in your life.
That's gross.
That's
Mark does it
gross.
and you giggle. I fart and you're like,
I didn't hear
"Ugh."
Mark fart.
In fairness,
Bro, she's like, that's gross, bro. Bert's wife looks like a goddamn pug with her goddamn cheeks like that.
You're going to be you've never been that tired in your life.
That's gross.
That's gross. Look at that. She's about to call for a divorce, bro. I'll tell you what, right? I'll tell you right now, Leanne, I hope you end up getting it. I really do. Like, I hope you get a divorce, and I hope that you can somehow put Bert in jail, frame him for touching one of your children or something like that. That would actually be pretty goddamn cool, because I can't keep putting myself through these episodes watching him do the grossest shit known to man. Like, it's actually insane. So we're gonna get a little bit of a tunes going, yeah? And then we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a smoke break. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me and making it this far through our first segment. Up next, we got the What's Eating Ethan Klein segment. Be sure to check out lostaux.media for all things Lost Aux Media, and if you want to support the show, you can also get merch over there. So let's have a couple hits, listen to a couple tunes, and then we'll get right on with it with the week segment.
Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting time. No one's gonna be there when you make it to the finish line. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting time. No one's gonna be there when you make it to the finish line. Was it the fear of being alone that kept us together all along? Once it was clear I no longer belong, but I set a new path.
I just.
Ooh.
Do you know who you are when there's no one around? Who are you when there's no one around?
Ooh.
Stop wasting your
Time, stop wasting time. Ooh. That is such a good one. I'm going to give you guys that one. I know every episode I don't read off the names of the artists, but you know, that's what Shazam is for. I'm sure you guys are good with that, but I will give you this one because this is a good one. This is by Yael Krauss. That's YAELKRAUSS. So at the time of this recording, oddly enough, dude, TikTok got banned. I know you guys thought it was never gonna happen. They fucking did it, bro. I went to open that shit like randomly. I actually went to open it to like check to make sure that it happened because I'm recording this on Sunday. So this was like the day that it was supposed to go into effect. And yeah, they did it, man. You open it up and you get a big message that says the app is no longer available in the US. The former administration put some bans on it, and it even mentions Trump's name, like in the note, saying like, well, Trump indicated that he's going to reinstate it once he gets in office officially. So hopefully we'll be able to work with the new administration to get it back. Dude, that's some wild gaslighting. Like if I was Trump, I'd be like, did you guys pay me to put my name on that? I'd be like, whoa, you guys can't just slap my name on shit because I might have mentioned something when I was running. Like, we all lie during the campaign. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go and say like that I'm going to help you bring back this app and just put my name on the shit. But because of that, because of the ban, like prior to Sunday and the ban actually going into effect, there were some people, some creators out there trying to like talk about buying this shit. Elon Musk inquired about it. He's like, oh, should I buy this? Of course, people are retweeting that. Yeah, buy it up, bro. MrBeast now is posting videos about this. Listen to this asshole talk about how he wants to buy TikTok, bro. And I'm telling you right now, if he gets it, it's over for us, bro. He's going to turn that into like a children's playground. There's going to be so many pizza gates coming out of that shit, you know, because you know who this guy likes to hire.
Just got out of a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. TikTok, we mean business. This is my lawyer right here.
Okay, first of all, that ain't your goddamn lawyer, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, that is not your goddamn lawyer. Look at this guy, bro. This guy is serious. This kid hasn't even graduated from college yet, bro. Like, if that's your... When did he start going to school to become a lawyer? When he was 12? Like, this is crazy. 4 years, then he had to study for the bar. This is the Doogie Howser of the lawyer world, bro. This is a child prodigy. This is what I'm talking about. You think I'm joking when I say that MrBeast likes to work with kids or kid-adjacent type people. Everybody that surrounds this guy or works with this guy looks like an underage person or probably is an underage person. You know, they get good with faking the fucking papers nowadays. Look at this asshole. He goes, this is my lawyer. This is my lawyer here. Okay, that's your lawyer. That young motherfucker's your lawyer. You trust that guy with these types of deals. This guy has no life experience. He just graduated from high school.
Business. This is my lawyer right here. We have an offer ready for you. We want to buy the platform. America deserves TikTok. Give me a seat at the table. Let me save this platform.
I used to have that soundbite on the soundboard. I wish I still had it. Now I just got Red Bar. Now just Red Bar. It's all Red Bar sound bites. You know what I mean? Everything here is Red Bar. It's all Red Bar. Let's see. Hopefully MrBeast and his 14-year-old lawyer end up getting to buy TikTok. Give it up for MrBeast and his 14-year-old ass lawyer, man. You gotta love that. So what do we got going on for the week segment? You know, good old week segment. I told you guys that Ethan and the crew, they're gonna be eating this Hoopsi Poopsi or something that it's called. It's like a German snack, right? It's basically like a mason jar that's filled with like uncooked meat. Like the whole thing is like picture just like a jar of jelly. You know what I mean? But instead of jelly, it's like exactly the same, filled to the brim, no space left anywhere in the jar. It's just like that, but it's all meat. It's all meat. And what you do is you throw it in the oven and you just let it cook. But while it cooks, it like prolapses like out of the jar. You know, it's kind of wild actually, this Hoopsi Poopsi shit. So we're going to watch the crew get into some of this Hoopsi, the Poopsi. Now watch. Before they get into the Poopsi, you know, obviously Ethan's going to say and do some stupid shit, and that's what we're going to listen to here. Ethan, you know, I've talked about this before on the show many a time where Ethan, he talks about, well, I'm a professional comedian. You know, he'll say stuff. He'll say like the craziest, corniest jokes. His fans hate it when he says these edgy ass jokes. They're all like libtards and shit. So they don't like that. And then in his defense, he goes, well, I'm a professional comedian. Like, I know what's funny. Like, he'll say the most unfunny shit in the world. Dan will call him out on it. He'll go, Dan, are you a professional comedian? Like, I'm a professional comedian. So I think I have a little bit of authority on what's funny and what's not. Meanwhile, everybody who says, like, edgier jokes than him, like about trans people and retarded people and shit, he goes, this guy's not even funny, bro. I don't know how he fell out arenas. What are you talking about? You're not a comedian. You're never going to be a comedian, bro. I'm going to say this for the 100th time. Just because you make a couple fat bitches with blue hair online laugh doesn't make you a goddamn comedian. Let's get this straight. So now, you would figure somebody who wants to pose as a comedian, right? They might actually know the game a little bit, right? If you were like wanting to be a professional race car driver, you'd probably know a couple professional race car drivers by name, by face. You do a little research, right? If it interested you that much to make it like your whole passion, you should know some stuff about the game. Like who some of the most famous comedians are, who some of the most wealthiest touring comedians are, right? Ethan doesn't. Listen to this guy. He starts getting these comedians' names in his head. He goes, I've never even heard of this person in his life. They've been a comedian for like 35 years.
Have a fantastic weekend with your fam. I'm sure you will. When you're going to see someone like as amazing as Ralph Barbosa. Let me look him up. Who's Ralph Barbosa?
Ethan doesn't know who Ralph Barbosa is, bro. What? I mean, I'm not. Ralph Barbosa is not someone as well known as like Dave Chappelle or Joe Rogan. If we're just talking about fame here, I get it. But dude, this guy, like when Ralph Barbosa hit on TikTok, look at that. Oddly enough, the banned platform. When Ralph Barbosa hit on TikTok, he hit. Like he was on every goddamn podcast from like Your Mom's House to Joe Rogan. Like he was even on Rogan. That's like how hard this guy hit when it actually took off. You know what I mean? So now think about it. If you were a comedian who knew anything about comedy, you would probably know who Ralph Barbosa is, right? You would think that you would at least have a shred of an idea of who Ralph Barbosa is. Ethan doesn't.
Ralph Barbosa. Let me look him up. Who's Ralph Barbosa? Is it a play or a stand-up comedy?
It's a play.
Is it
It's
a play?
stand-up comedy play, something like that.
Oh, it's a
stand-up.
combo.
Is it a play?
Oh, it's a combo?
Imagine that. Ralph Barbosa, written by Shakespeare. That's the name of the play that this guy's going to see. Ralph Barbosa, written by Shakespeare.
Oh, that's kind of innovative. Ralph Barbosa.
Oh, you've probably seen this guy.
Oh, I don't recognize him.
Oh, really? I've seen him on TikTok and Instagram.
One of the shyest attention hogs to ever do comedy. He wrote that about himself. Wait, hold on. Let me read his description. About.
Hello. They all write these about themselves. What are you talking about? So he's going to sit here and talk about like Ralph Barbosa for a little bit, right? Then you're going to hear him. Now I understand Ralph Barbosa is kind of new. Like he literally just took off in like 2024. So I can at least forgive him for not knowing who Ralph Barbosa is. Like you can't say somebody's not a subject matter expert because they don't know of who one of the newer people in the game is. Like I get that. But then when you start hearing big names like Nate Bargatze, like Nate Bargatze is literally one of the biggest clean comedians in the world. Like, so if you knew anything about comedy, you probably know of someone like Nate Bargatze. He's up there with like, what's the other guy? The Italian guy, he talks like this. Sebastian Maniscalco. This is like the same shit. Clean comedy juggernauts. You know what I mean? Those two. So Ethan, he doesn't know who Nate Bargatze is either. So now I'm like really not forgiving him for this.
Oh, is that what's happening? So it is.
I see on his
That's cool.
on his website.
You'll have to give us a review when you come back.
Sure.
Can you film it and we'll bootleg it before it releases?
Don't do that, Gabe.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't get in trouble.
No, but we have glasses you can use.
Let's see. Am I even on the right time code? Yeah, it
We'll
is
get
on
them
the right
from
one.
brand or something. They will never know.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze. Let's go.
Have you guys? There's this one comedian who's apparently like the biggest in the world that everybody's losing their mind about, and I literally just heard about him. He was like the top touring guy of the year. He made like $1 gajillion, I think, like $100 million touring. And I had never heard of this motherfucker. Hold on, I didn't even know his.
Dave Chappelle.
It's not Dave Chappelle.
No.
It's God.
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Nate Fargates.
Nate Fargates. We got him. This is the comedian. We got him. We got him. If any of you out there were searching for a comedian, right here, we got him. Okay? This is the comedian's comedian. They're not even pronouncing Nate Bargatze's name right. This is. I'm not saying that Nate Bargatze is like the biggest in the world. I'm saying that if you were saying that you were a comedian, you would know who Nate Bargatze is. You know? If you were a professional comedian who was in on the craft, who had their finger on the pulse when it came to the craft that you so eagerly throw your hat into the ring to be labeled in, you know? You should know who Nate Bargatze is. The fact that he doesn't, it was blowing my mind. This was one of those moments where like you actually want to jump through the screen and choke the shit out of him.
Oh, I love him.
Nate Fartgate?
Fartgate with a B.
Hold on.
Nate Fargates.
Fartgate?
It's some Italian bullshit. Bargatze.
Bargatze, he says it right there. Why can't Nate Bargatze? Why can't you say it right, bro? Like, I understand that that's a little bit out there, you know, to see that name written down. But if you have half a brain, like, you should be able to phonetically kind of piece this together, bro. You know, this shouldn't be the end of the world for you to figure this guy's name out. And again, if you're a professional comedian, you should know this guy.
Ragazzi.
See, look at this face. He looks like a Chucky doll, or he looks like a ventriloquist doll. Look at his face.
Are we sure it's not just a Jeff Dunham character?
Look at him.
Yo.
He's fucking, that's him.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with Ethan on that. This guy does look like a dummy. He does look like a ventriloquist dummy. Like, it's actually crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys this Hoopsi Poopsi. We're gonna get right into it. This shit is fucking gross. Look at Gila making a comeback. Good old Gila. It's not fair to remind you of the cross-eyed bear that you gave me. You on the net. She's doing a Alanis Morissette thing right here, I feel like.
Yeah.
I did a video and I said,
hold on, before you pop all the hoopsie doopsies in there, I want to show them off. Give me one to show the camera.
Here we go.
Look at these things.
So here is, this one's vegan.
Yeah, I brought 3 different versions for you guys.
Varma, Kristen, Leberkraus, aus dem Glas.
Very good. Your German is like amazing.
Now, this Hoopsi Poopsi thing is a German food. Now, they got this German guy. He's like a water sommelier. Apparently, this guy could sommelier like any liquid. So, if you got a couple vats of cum at home, this guy could rate the quality. He'll taste test for viscosity, mineral levels, the whole shebang. So, this guy, and you could hire him. He's no joke. He's like a fucking mercenary, like a sommelier mercenary. You toss this guy a couple bucks, he'll sommelier any goddamn liquid. Like I said, you got a couple buckets of jizz and, you know, a couple tens of thousands of dollars lying around. Book this asshole, this German dude, for an hour. Because the German side of him, it's not going to matter what liquid it is. He's going to do it for you. You know, because they don't see it that way. All the sex and the weird stuff like that, the Germans are with it.
Scary. Should be careful what I'm saying in German.
It actually doesn't smell that bad. It smells kind of hot dog-ish, but this one's vegan.
So it's actually...
Can I smell one of the other ones that has meat in it?
And let's
look at these things. They actually look like somebody like took a empty mason jar and then like a scooper of like actual shit and just filled the jar up as much as they possibly could with actual shit.
Be honest, you said it's cheese. It's actually not cheese.
What is?
I know it sounds Leberkäse means liver cheese in German when you would translate that, but it's actually kind of like a sausage. What will bake.
Okay.
So it's grinded meat and.
Oh, that one sounds. That's fucking rank, dude.
Love it already.
See what I was saying with these Germans, bro? And Giannis Pop is if you watch the episode, we talked about the history of hyenas. Giannis was talking about these Germans. And they go, it's like, hello. And he was trying to do the whole thing to Joe. Joe wasn't with the joke. Giannis was on to something. These Germans are fucking wild, bro. This guy, he loves the smell of this goddamn shit. And like I was telling you, bro, look at the jar. That legitimately looks like somebody just scooped like shit into the jar as much as they could. You know how when people get like clay and they use the edge of the jar to keep packing more in it, you know what I mean? And they're just laying more and more shit in there to just keep packing it as much as they possibly can. That's what I'm seeing when I see one of these goddamn jars. And then the craziest thing, you put them in the oven and they pop out. They literally, just like a prolapsed anus. You know Ethan is obsessed with the prolapsed anuses. Just like a prolapsed anus, they come out of the jar like that. They like blossom out of the fucking jar. It's nuts, dude. It's actually nuts. So, I told you guys, Ethan likes the prolapsed anus. Dude, so funny. I was getting this from Still Ill. Another shout out to Still Ill. One time she was talking to me about how the snark and a lot of people seem to think that Ethan has this like obsession with shit, you know? Even one time he had this girl with IBS call into the show talking about how often she shits her pants. Ethan's like, well, what kind of underwear were you wearing during the shit? when you took a shit, what was the underwear like? Was it a thong? Was it a sexy lace? You know, so a lot of people are suspicious about Ethan's like obsession with poop and assholes and all sorts of shit like that. Then you have this Howie Mandel prolapsed anus video, right? Howie Mandel goes on TikTok, just ends up posting a video of like a raw ass prolapsed anus on TikTok. Shit goes viral. Everybody's like, what the hell is Howie Mandel doing? Ever since that video, Ethan has, you know, really gone out of his way to like work that into the show in segments and any way that he possibly can. He's having Howie come on. They're bringing up the prolapsed anus. He's going on Howie's show, prolapsed anus. People come on the show that have never even fucking heard of H3 before. Prolapsed goddamn anus. Every time Ethan gets a chance to show somebody this goddamn anus, he brings it up. And this German sommelier guy, he's got a videographer with him from Germany as well. And that dude is there to film a segment for some German TV channel, right? With this sommelier guy. Ethan starts asking him if he's ever seen a prolapsed anus.
Yeah, so you heat it up and it just, I mean, it prolapses out. And it does, as someone who's seen a prolapse many times. OJ, have you ever seen a prolapse?
Well, not from the labor cast, to be honest. This is going to be my first as well.
You want to see a... I don't know.
Even better. We Germans saw everything.
OJ, you want to see you want to see something you've never seen before?
Yes, please.
See that, and the guy says yes. He's German. Of course he's gonna say yes, man. The guy says yes. I can't believe that. Right away, you don't ask people this kind of question when you're just meeting them. That's not how this shit works.
Please.
Okay. I mean, he's okay. And just to warn you, it's pornographic and very surprising. I'll tell you what it is, and you can tell me if you want to see it.
All right.
So there's a guy, a friend of the show, very nice guy. I have respect for what he does, but it is very surprising to see. It looks like this, but I'll tell you what it is. He has an ability to prolapse his colon, his asshole, or his intestines, actually, frankly. And so it's a niche category of pornography.
Ethan seems to know a lot about this niche category. What the fuck is happening that you know that much about this shit? Doesn't matter if you've met the guy and you're friends with him. You can have respect for what he does. You don't have to ask him to give you the deets, bro. We don't need that.
Assumed by gay men, I think, predominantly, where they do deep fisting and lots of anal prolapsing.
Oh shit! All right.
It's very short, but I tell you what, people, you watch this and you have never seen anything like it.
It's life-changing. Let's say it like that.
I think kind of.
He has uploaded on.
It is life-changing. It's life-changing. Ethan saw that video, and it did change his life. Like, I'm not even fucking with you. That shit made an impact on him, because I bet you after he watched that shit one time, it sent him down a huge rabbit hole, and he's been watching that kind of porn ever since. It would not surprise me, dude. There's all sorts of whacked out people out there in this world, and you're going to try to tell me that this guy ain't one of them? You're going to try to tell me this is the look that this dude gets on his face when he's talking about a prolapsed anus, and you're going to try to tell me he's not into that shit? This guy has, like, he looks like he's got so much energy and vigor right now in this moment, and then when you hear him talk about other stuff, he's like, hey guys, welcome back to the H3 show. We're finally back from break. Could you believe it? We've been gone for 2 weeks. It's actually crazy, you know, how much we've been gone. Dan, read some super chats. I'm going to go take a shit real quick. You know, that's like the type of energy that we get out of this guy. Now, he's talking about prolapsed anus. This guy's got all the fucking energy in the world. He's ready to show this guy this video.
Instagram or what?
It's not. I have the Google Drive link.
All right, okay. Because you have to blur something like that, right?
Yeah, no, they don't. They won't see it. Only they'll be watching your reaction to it.
All right.
You want to do that? So here, why don't you sit in Hila's spot then, and then give me the link, guys. Let's do this. Hila got up to go to the bathroom.
See, any normal person would know. They'd be like, no, I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that, Mr. Ethan Klein. But once again, this is a German. You know, this is Leberkrausen. This is Wurzenfeinging, or whatever they say. Wolfenhauser. Do you know what I mean? So these guys, like, they're ready. They're ready to see it. He's gonna show it to him, and this is gonna be this guy's reaction to this. Watch.
If at any point you want to stop, just scream stop.
And
Scream
Gila's in
pineapple
there.
or something. All right, here it is.
Gila and this guy kind of make a good couple, bro. Like, actually, let's full screen that. These two would be nice. They would both sound just as crazy, you know. Gila's like, "Hey, baby, you want to fuck me in my ass tonight? You know, we do a little labor crossing, you know." And that guy's like, "Oh, yes, this is very, very good. This I can't do German though. It's nice. It's a Weissenhausen. Gila, I'll fuck you in the ass, Gila." I can't do German. These two would make a nice couple. They make a very nice couple. Look at them.
And you can look away too, you know. So this is he's the one on the right with the hairy asshole. That's our friend. And then he's got someone else who's a talented next to him. And my favorite part is coming up. You'll see. This actually isn't the best part.
Look at that guy trying to pretend. Watch him. He's loving this. Don't try to act like you don't dig this shit, mister.
And my favorite part is coming up. You'll see. This actually isn't the best part. It's really shocking, isn't it?
He loves it. Don't lie.
Hold on, wait. It gets better. He's really fondling them like a bat.
What do you mean by better?
You hear the way Ethan's talking about all this? Ethan's doing commentary on this shit like Joe Rogan does commentary in the UFC. You know how knowledgeable Joe is with that? You know? He's like the only UFC announcer that brings 0 notes to the booth when he's announcing those fights. That's how much it's in his head. He lives, eats, and breathes the shit. You know? Ethan's announcing this thing as if he's Joe Rogan on the side of the octagon. He knows all the details. He knows all the ins and the outs of this situation.
Hold on, wait. It gets better. He's
better.
really fondling them like a
What do you mean
bat.
by better?
It does get better. There's one
does
part.
that mean, better?
This part. They go prolapse to prolapse. I mean, the imagination of these guys. To even dream. I mean, if you will it is no dream. I mean, anything is possible, man. You can fuck another dude's prolapse with your prolapse, and that's the kind of the world. That's the ingenuity. That's our friend right here. That's the ingenuity of mankind, basically.
Ethan's talking about this as if it's like the second moon landing. You know what I mean? Like, give it up for the fucking prolapse. Ethan's like legitimately talking about this as if this is one of mankind's greatest feats. That's how much he enjoys this shit. It's actually insane. I thought I was talking to that camera over there. That's so funny. All right, now watch. They get the hoopsie. They get the hoopsie real fast. Look at the hoopsie with the poopsie doopsie. Come on, let's
shining
play.
like for almost
that's interesting
the whole
theory.
year. And the thing is, like at 6 a.m. in the morning, they're like out working out, like living a healthy lifestyle. And in Germany, at 6 a.m. in the morning, you see like the first zombies coming out.
They're eating hoopsie.
Out of the clubs and nightclubs. It's just,
We got Steve.
Yeah,
happening?
hoopsie.
Look at
Hoopsie.
Oh my
Contact.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Look at these things. These things actually legitimately have prolapse. Dude, they are wild in Germany for that one, bro. They are wild in Germany for that one. Because you saw earlier, they were looking at the Hoopsies, like, Instagram account. Dude, on the Instagram, people are just, like, holding the jar and biting into this thing like it's a fucking corn on the cob or something like that. Or like it's a corn dog. You know how people eat corn dogs? People legitimately just holding this thing, like manhandling the fuck out of it with 2 hands and just biting right into the meat. Like, at least slice this thing into slices, make a sandwich out of it or something if you're going to eat some shit like this. You can't just shove the whole goddamn thing in your mouth like that, bro. Now, watch. This is insane. Look at the one in the middle. The one in the middle is turtle doving right now, bro. That's gross, dude. That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
That is so Hunger FF coded. Doesn't that remind you of what you saw?
Oh my.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to eat that because of that, what I saw.
Oh, come on. It's not a prolapse. It's a sausage.
Wow. Can you guys smell it?
I cannot smell it
No,
at
I
the
don't
moment.
smell anything, actually.
Oh yeah, got nice grill marks. Oh no, did it fall out? No.
Look at that.
That is
Wow.
disgusting. Here, walk it up.
Oh
Let me walk it up.
God. Look at how excited this German guy, bro. He rubs me the wrong way. I'm telling you. Look at the excitement on this guy's face. He's pointing this goddamn If I was there, I'd be like, don't point that thing at me. I'd smack that shit out of his hand. You can't point prolapsed meat in a jar at me like that and not expect me to have some sort of visceral reaction to it.
Look at that.
Wow.
That is disgusting. Here,
Oh my God. Look at this thing, dude. Jesus Christ. Dude, that's like a fucking, like an alien, dude. It's like a special effects. Remember I said last time, Aubrey Smalls look like a special effects. This looks like some, like, if you were like, your mom made you a plate of dinner or something and you were like, is it alive? Like, this is what you'd see it trying to get out of the jar like that. You know, trying to get at you and end your life. This is, I can't believe that they're actually thinking about eating this. And this German guy loves it. You cannot trust a guy that likes this shit like this. You can't. It's too gross. Because I look at it like, if he's willing to eat that, what else is he willing to eat? Like, you catch this guy in the black market, I bet you he'll be eating, like, people's thighs and asses and shit like that. You know, you can't trust people like this. What is it? That's the kind of shit. Like, anytime you see someone, they go, well, if they were willing to do that in front of you, imagine what they would do behind your back. It's the same concept. If you're willing to eat this, what else are you willing to do that's gross? What does the inside of your house look like? What does the inside of your toilet look like? Okay? This is what goes through my mind when I see this kind of shit.
This is awesome.
Here, let me walk it up.
Golden brown.
Be careful, that's super hot. Yeah, don't burn
Watch,
yourself.
Ethan.
Wow.
He wants to make an ass joke out of this.
You guys want to take a close look at this? This is really just a prolapse.
This is
amazing, you guys.
Look at that. Look at that, dude. It looks like an eraser, bro. It looks like a pencil eraser that you accidentally hit too hard on one side. And we've all been there. Trust me. We've all been there. You remember back in the day in school, you would always try to make the eraser wear itself down flat. So it looked the same all the way down. You never could do it. It always leaned to one goddamn side. No matter how hard you tried, it always leaned to one goddamn side. This is what this thing looks like right here.
this is
Amazing, you guys.
this feels like a school experiment.
It's gonna be super tasty. I'm very excited. It's gonna be very tasty.
It's going to be
I'm
very
excited.
tasty. You hear Ethan? He goes, hey, should I hold it up to my asshole? Should I hold it up to my asshole? That's the first thing he thinks about with this joke. Should I hold it up to my asshole? Fucking crazy.
Please don't.
Dan.
We're about to eat it.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
burn your ass.
Don't burn yourself.
We're about to eat it.
Can you move the hoopsie? Can you move the hoop? Yeah.
Look, that's how much he wanted this joke. He was about to like yell at them. Can you move the hoopsie? I need this thing to show my ass. I'm gonna make this my prolapsed ass.
We're about to eat it.
Can you move the hoopsie? Can you move the hoop? Yeah. So something like that.
He's gonna drop it.
I don't want it to.
Yeah.
It's very hot. Yeah, like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe, maybe you should.
That's what. What do you mean? though?
This guy's a professional comedian. Did you know that? Let's give it up for Ethan, bro. Let's give it up for Ethan. Now watch, they're about to eat this goddamn thing. Look at the fucking Jesus. Look at the slices, bro. It looks like fruitcake. Wait, what's going on here? No, we're not taking screenshots right now. Calm down. It looks like fruitcake, bro. Like, you know how fruitcake, it has all the different, like, chunks of stuff inside of it and all the different colors and shit? It's got, like, nuts and cranberries and weird stuff in there. This looks exactly like fruitcake. This one, of course, we fucked up the time code. Let's get that time code back, baby. Let's get that time code back, baby. Let's go to this second one. Look at this. Watch. This second one looks like they just cut up like a giant-ass brick of bologna, bro. Again, fucking crazy looking, dude. Let's watch them actually eat this nonsense.
Okay, what's Leberkäse?
It's the name of the
This
sausage.
is what it's actually called, Leberkäse, but it has nothing to do with liver or cheese.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so that's
I'll try the spicy
that's
one
the
because I'm hoping the
spicy
spices killed whatever
That's the vegan one here.
alien life is
Going
in that.
for the vegan one.
Oh, it's dripping.
Dude, wait until you see Ethan get a whiff of this shit, bro. And this German guy likes to eat it. If Ethan Klein is complaining about the food, there's a problem. This guy will eat anything.
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
I'm telling you, he will eat anything. So if he's sitting here bitching about the smell of the food, Houston, we have a problem.
Hey.
Whoa, Hila likes it. Hila's in for the vegan. Why is it, dude? There's a specific smell there that is so fucked.
Dude, the German guy is like, I don't even know what you're talking about. This guy's like, what do you mean? He's like, I've been eating this shit since I was a boy, dude. What? And of course, Hila likes it. Hila's fucking weird ass with their accent. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. You eat it. All you have to do, well, you see, Hila can eat it. The reason Hila can eat it is because her sinuses have been clogged for the past 25 years. She talks like she's been holding her goddamn nose. That's the only, she can't smell anything, dude, the way she talks. She goes, well, I haven't smelled anything in like 35 years, so maybe I don't taste it because of that. It don't taste that bad, you know? It's okay. She don't taste it because she can't smell. Okay? Her sinuses are clogged.
Why is it, dude? There's a specific smell there that is so fucked.
Then try the vegan one, because that one doesn't.
The vegan is pretty awesome. Like, I'm
Where's
surprised.
the vegan one?
I'm really surprised
This
how
one?
good this one. No, this
The
one.
vegan one is made out of beans, right?
Peas.
Peas, yeah.
Oh.
Beets?
Peas.
Oh, peas.
Yeah.
You try?
That one actually smells the best. I'm gonna try the vegan one.
I can feel it on a cold day.
Oh, you guys are
Holy shit.
tripping balls.
The spicy one is spicy. Wow.
That is fucking
That's the vegan
rank.
one.
Holy shit.
That is rank. That is a problem, bro. If Ethan is not eating the food, that's a fucking problem. Like this is like when you see like you put margarine. Do you know margarine or whatever? It's like the fake butter bullshit. Did you know that if you put that shit on a sidewalk and like it just starts melting on the ground, ants won't even eat it? Did you know that? You could take a stick of butter and a stick of margarine and put it both on the ground. The ants will tear the butter apart, bro. They will not even touch the margarine. So this is kind of like what I'm seeing here. If Ethan will not touch this food, there's something wrong with this food. Because like I said, this guy will eat anything, okay? So if he won't eat this, and you saw the way he talked about it, he got so almost like angry. He's like, there's a specific smell about this that is so fucked. He's like getting pissed off about it. He's like, so this is crazy to me.
Spicy one is spicy. Wow.
That is fucking
That's the vegan
rank.
one.
Holy shit.
But the spicy
I'm
one,
gonna
be
try the
careful.
spicy one.
It's really spicy.
Good. Hopefully I'll-
Surprisingly spicy because we Germans on a regular basis really don't eat so much spice.
There's something
Look at that.
Oh my god.
disturbing about the flavor of that.
What an exaggeration.
No, I swear to God. Try it.
Ethan, get it together.
Something so fucked in that. It's like, I feel like it's formaldehyde or something like unnatural. It's so bad. I'm dead serious.
I want to see Ian try it.
No, you try it.
Now watch, let's skip ahead a little bit. Gila tries the spicy one. They don't realize this spicy fucking what was it called? Hoopsi Poopsi? Dude, it's spicy as shit. Like it's so goddamn spicy. Gila's like, it won't leave my mouth. The spicy is too much.
Not that bad, but this.
That looks like an entire organ, the way that Martin cut it up.
Yeah, I have a problem with the smell of this one.
Eat it.
Okay.
You could spit it out.
I think it's tasty.
There's something there. There's one specific smell or flavor that is so fucked up. I need something to. Is Lena here? I need help.
Is Lena
Wash
here?
it off with beer. Beer. Come on, we're German today.
Come on, let's get to the spicy, bro. I'm telling you, Gila starts bitching about that spicy, bro. This shit made me laugh.
Cuisine, that is spicy.
That's really spicy.
Whoa.
Ooh, you hear her?
Oh, the vegan one is very.
Yeah.
For
Listen,
German
listen.
cuisine, that is spicy.
That's really spicy.
That's
Whoa.
really spicy.
But the vegan one is very good.
Did you guys try this shit? Did you try it?
I'm trying it right now.
It won't go away.
It won't go.
Okay, I'll try it.
It won't go away, dude. Gila's in the background, fucking dying, dude. Listen to this.
I have to be careful with alcohol. Like I hit what little I drank, I started to feel it already.
Oh,
That is
get some sparkling
spicy.
water or something.
The
That's really
spice,
spicy,
like,
huh?
It creeps on you in the
Unusually
end.
spicy.
Yeah.
For German,
It creeps on you. That is spicy. It creeps on you like crazy, and it doesn't go away. The spice is so spicy.
cuisine, that is spicy.
That's really spicy.
Whoa.
That's really spicy. You heard her? She's like sweating now. She's like, that's really spicy. She's like breathing heavy, and she's like, oh my god, it's so spicy. I don't know what to do with myself. She's like dying over here off of this goddamn fucking shit right here.
But the vegan one is very good.
Did you guys try this shit? Did you try it?
I'm trying it right now.
It won't go away.
Be international.
It won't go away. It won't go away. Dude, give it up. Give it up for the Hoopsi and the Poopsi, if you know what I'm saying, you know? Let's have another smoke break, dude, and then we'll get into this fucking what do we got next on the docket? Oh, we can't do the opening song for calm it down, bro. There we go. All right, who do we have next on the docket before we get into this smoke break? Oh, we got Cam Patterson getting a new grill on Kill Tony. Let's have a couple more hits, and then we'll check out that new grill. Not a bad little tune, huh? Not a bad little tune at all. So, what do we got going on in this episode with Cam Patterson and Whitney Cummings on Kill Tony? Cam ends up getting this new grill, right? He golds out his whole mouth, dude. And it's throwing everybody off. As a matter of fact, it threw me off because, like, he actually... You could, like, understand him better with the grill in his mouth. It's not only just that. Whitney's like bombing during this episode and the whole goddamn shtick, you know what I mean? It's kind of wild. Like I said, we saw Louis J. Gomez and Joe List just bombing on this show last week, dude. Like, how many of them are gonna bomb in this shit? Look, there goes the soundboard bombing right now, coming in late. Thank you for being on time for once. But yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting one. So let's check out a couple more tunes, take out a couple more hits, and then we'll get right back into it. Baby, let's check out these Kill Tony time codes, man. Of course, as always, we're gonna start the time codes with the intro. I like to see Tony's outfits and all that good stuff, so let's get right into it. Look, this I wanted to show you guys. This kind of threw me off. You kind of like, you gotta like, it's hard to see with the scrub bar here, but Kill Tony, now they're starting to label each episode at the bottom. Episode number 700. It was recorded on the 6th of January. Very interesting. I thought that was interesting because lately there have been a lot of like edited episodes coming out really late. Them just straight cutting out whole chunks of episodes. There was an episode not long ago, Dave Lucas went on stage and started arguing, like legitimately arguing with this comedian named Jeff Dye, who was on the stage. He was a guest on the panel, right? They cut out the whole thing because Dave made it so goddamn awkward. Dave was like attacking this guy. Only reason I even heard about it or found out about it was I was in the subreddit, the Kill Tony subreddit. They started talking about, somebody posted about how they were at that show and how they were curious to see if it made it on the final episode, and it didn't. They ended up putting a little stinger up there with like David Lucas's dates on it and shit. So the fact that I came and saw that they labeled and dated this episode for the recording date at the bottom of it, I don't know. I just found that to be interesting. I'm going to like pay attention to that. There's got to be something behind that. Why would they do that now and they don't do that in previous episodes? Doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get up for Tony! It's Klein!
Oh, the gayest belt buckle you've ever seen. Can't wait to get a little bit of a close-up on that one. And of course, more scuba gear.
Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives, huh?
Bro, you can't be wearing that shit. Look at this guy. He's wearing like a Long John's like shirt on the top layer. You can't do that. Look, bro, this is Long John's material, bro. I can see the rivets in it and shit, bro. You're supposed to wear this as the underlayer. Okay? Every time. This guy, he's always wearing some shit like the complete wrong way. Last week, he was wearing like a jogger's jacket. Had it zipped all the way up to the top. It's 87 degrees in that goddamn room right now.
Best fucking night of their lives, huh? Yeah! Make some noise for Redman, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Tony. Of course, give it up for Tony. So let's check out Cam Patterson and Whitney Cummings' intro, and then we get a look at Cam's new teeth.
Week. I booked two of the funniest comedians on this show this week. Absolutely. No different. Ladies and gentlemen, two of the best guests in the history of the show. The young man is a superstar from this episode. From this show. It's a juggernaut in real time. You got to watch him go from barely anybody knowing him to him being a global star. The woman on panel tonight, just fucking, well, on top of being one of the best comedians in the world, also.
Bro, why does it always have to be 18 fucking minutes of fucking intros for these people? Just say their names and tell them to get the fuck on the goddamn stage. Like, everyone has to know by now that when he's doing these intros, everything coming out of his mouth is a total lie. He thinks he's better than all these people. He doesn't think they're even close to the best comedians in the world, and he doesn't give two shits about anything that they're doing. Just say their names and get it over with, man.
A perfect panel. This is Whitney Cummings and Cam Patterson.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Whitney Cummings.
Yo, Cam looking crazy, dude. Wait, let's see that grill again. Ooh, goddamn Cam. Look at that shit. What is going on here, bro? Come on, there we go. Look at those teeth. Look at those chompers. He's like, what is it, Mike Jones? Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. And Whitney Cummings over here. Watch, it's funny. Later, she's actually gonna be like, I slept with a black guy in the middle of the fuck. Like, there's gonna be like a couple black people talking on stage. Whitney wants to be part of it so much, she actually raises her hand and into the mic goes, I slept with a black guy once. Cricket. Cricket.
Cam Patterson in the flesh. The great Whitney. We're back. Let's have some fucking fun.
Tony always gets so gay.
69 point.
Tony always gets so gay when Whitney's on stage. Watch, he does this with his hands. He's like, we're back. Every time Whitney's around, Tony gets the gayest that he's ever been.
It is a beautiful 69.1 degrees Fahrenheit, 35% precipitation in the room. Cam Patterson, welcome back to the table.
What's up?
You got a gold grill.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Back in my final form. I'm gonna go sell some crack.
Oh my goodness.
That is his final
I remember
form.
when you were first on the show, he was wearing sweatpants and flip-flops, and he said, I'm never gonna change. I'm always gonna stay this way.
I'm still wearing the same thing.
How much did that girl cost on Temu?
Got him.
That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. I'm very sad right now. It was not that expensive. It was free, actually.
It's one piece.
Yeah. It's,
oh,
okay. It's my real teeth. I got perms now. It's permanent.
How is it that you speak better with them?
Damn. She's right, though. She's right. This guy, like, whatever he did, just, like, plaque those things into his goddamn mouth, because you can actually understand almost every word that comes out. Like, almost every word. Almost. Okay? So she's like, that was a great joke, because there's a lot of truth in that joke. This is insane.
It's my real teeth. I got perms now. It's permanent.
How is it that you speak better with them?
It's my final form.
It's my final form. Cam Patterson, it's my final form. I'm getting ready to sell some rocks, some ready rocks on the side of the goddamn highway. It's like Frieza, it's my final form. This motherfucker looks like a goddamn Pokeball. He literally looks like a fucking Pokeball with gold teeth. That's insane. Now watch, listen to Whitney. I remember I told you, she's like, I dated a black guy once. There's 2 black guys on stage, right? Whitney's got to be a part of that. She reminds me of who's that white comedian girl? She did I think it's Chelsea Handler. She did that fucking documentary called You Gonta Be Kidding Me, bro. That was the name of it was a documentary about how like white people are taking over black spaces or some bullshit like that. I don't know. It was one of those where it was like a I'm sorry, black people, because I'm white. It was like one of those documentaries. You know, she named it You Gonta Be Kidding Me. Basically, the whole time, she's basically apologizing to black people. But she would always throw in the caveat. I once sucked 50 Cent's dick, though. Like, you know, so we're cool, right? I did that for you guys. I sucked 50 Cent's dick for black people. The whole race, I did that. You know? I'm sorry for everything else. It's kind of like what Whitney's about to do here. There's a couple brothers on stage talking. Whitney's got to get in there. She's like, I'm cool with black people too.
I like it. The first rock solid set of the night. Hell yes. Oh, shit. Hell yeah, it's one of you.
Fuck yeah.
Very excited. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I dated a black guy.
Yeah, Whitney. She about to get a high five from Cam Patterson. Cam Patterson's like, I think I might be able to lay some pipe in that girl real good. It's a real good later. I'll lay some pipe in that bitch. I'm gonna lay some pipe in that bitch.
Hell yeah.
High five to that. There's a couple brothers being brothers, right? And you kind of can't take that moment away from them. You know what I mean? You ain't never going to be one of them. So you can't get in on this. No matter how hard you try, Whitney. I'm sorry. You can't. You can suck both their dicks until they actually turn white. It's never going to make you a part of what they're doing right now. You know? This is 2 brothers being brothers trying to make it in this goddamn world. And you're going to try to take this moment away from them all because you, like, sat on a black guy's lap once? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I dated a black guy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Lock this bitch up. She's even looking in the back. Look. She's looking over at D Madness for confirmation. That motherfucker can't even see, bro. He has no idea you're staring at him right now. He has a zero idea that you are actually trying to get confirmation from him, okay? So stop looking back there. There's nothing going on, okay? You can't do it. So now watch. Cam had this grill in the whole time. You heard him say earlier that they were permanents, right? They weren't. He was fucking around, okay? He ends up taking these out, right? And Whitney gets like shell shocked. She's like, wait, what the fuck happened? He throws these white folk for a goddamn loop. Because a couple crackers like Whitney and Tony Hinchcliffe, they don't know shit about grills. They don't know that you can take them out. You know, they see a pair of grills in black dudes' mouths, they go, those are forever. Like, they're like, wow, these guys are wild for doing that. I couldn't do that to my teeth. I might have to get a job later. You know? They don't realize that these things are just like fitted. You know, you take them in, you take them out. It's not that serious, you know? And Cam knows that. Cam's like, goes in there, he goes, I could fool all these white folk. I could tell them they're permanent. Because they're that stupid. They'll believe that a brother would do something as dumb as this. You know? And watch this. It sends them for a tailspin. They go, whoa, what's going on here?
Cam Patterson, what do you think about this guy?
So we're just gonna skip the set, nigga?
Go right ahead. If you want to cover, you could talk about it if you want.
He ended with cotton picking minute. Oh shit!
What is that? I've never heard of that before.
And it's funny. But as a young black man in America, I gotta sit here and go like this while he doing it. But I liked it. It was very funny.
Like I can control what these fucking people are gonna say.
No, I liked it. I thought it was fun. But as a young black man, I had to be like this dude.
Have you ever heard of a cotton picking minute before?
Tony, no, nigga. What the fuck?
You heard of this, John?
So this guy, I don't even remember what his set was about, but I guess he ended it by saying cotton picking minute. That is such an old phrase. I hate when these people do this. I truly feel like they're doing this as like a bit to like make it more interesting for the podcast. Why can you just not move on to the next thing? Everyone knows what cotton picking minute is. We've heard it 1,001 times. Everyone has. You know? People just don't still say it now. But I mean, they were saying that shit in like Looney Tunes cartoons back in the day, bro. So everyone on this stage right here, they know what a cotton picking minute is. If they say they don't, they're either idiots or they're lying. What, Tony Hinchcliffe grew up in like a room that was like locked 24/7? He was like not exposed to the outside world? Did you know this idiot didn't even know that the bean in Chicago existed? You know the silver bean that like reflects? Photographers have been taking pictures in front of it since its existence, you know? Tony's in Chicago, I don't know, 10 times a year. This guy had no idea the bean even existed. He is like that self-absorbed that he doesn't even realize what's happening in the world around him. So he hears a phrase like cotton picking minute. He goes, I've never heard that in my life. Yeah. And then everyone on there wants to suck his ass on stage and go, yeah, we've never heard of it either, as if it's going to make the podcast better. Just shut the fuck up and move on with the next part.
Okay, John has heard of. What do you think a cotton picking minute is, John?
I don't know, but every time I hear it, you have to wait. So it's like you have to wait for some shit. Like,
what do you mean?
Wait a cotton picking minute.
Oh, now wait just a cotton picking minute.
See, now even the black dude on stage, he doesn't want to seem like a stereotype. Now he's like, oh, well, if I say it, they're going to be like, oh, there goes D. Matt. John D's the blackest guy in Austin, Texas. That's what he's afraid of. He's afraid they're going to start lacing into him for how black he is. If he goes, yeah, I've heard, I say that still. Like my mom said that to me when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Everyone cotton picking minute. It's not just for black folk. A lot of people say cotton picking minute, Tony, you know? But he doesn't want to seem that way. He's going on, I don't know, I've never heard it. Any other time I heard it, it had to do with people waiting for stuff.
Normally black people saying this?
Well, in that case, wait just a cotton picking minute. Hold on. Cam, where's your grill? You can't take out your grill halfway through the show.
What grill?
Oh, wait. Yeah, where'd your grill go?
What grill?
You can't
What grill?
bail on your grill.
What are you talking about?
This is incredible.
What grill? This is fucking crazy, bro. What grill? Cam Patterson, comedic genius, takes out his grill in the middle of the shit. Everybody's all freaking out. Tony's like, wait, what did happen to your grill? Oh, my God.
I'm an educated young black man in America.
Where is it?
I read books. I don't know what you're talking about. I read books really well. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a grill.
Why did you bail on
It's a
him? What
magic
is
trick. It's a magic trick. Ty Marion's about to smile, and there's gonna be a gold grill there.
Now, look, this guy right here, this guy, Tony just said his name. I think he said Ty Marion or some bullshit like that. Dude, this guy is unhinged. This guy is fucking insane. So, this guy is like legitimately about to like admit to murder. Like, he is talking about how he works at like a dispensary or something like that. Someone tried to break in. This guy just like killed him. It's like, yeah, I get it, self-defense and shit. But when you watch the way this guy talks about it, he's like sitting there bragging about it on stage, like as if this is his moment. He's like, yeah, I'm about to talk about how I killed this fucking crackhead who tried to rob our dispensary. I'm going to get so much pussy off of this, man. On Kill Tony, man. Oh, man, everyone's going to come into the dispensary like, kill me next, man.
You ever have fried pickles with a girl?
I don't like pickles.
You don't like pickles? What else don't you like?
Change the subject, but I'll tell you something I don't like. I don't like the dude that broke into where I worked a couple months ago.
Okay, where do you work?
I work at a dispensary down here on 6th Street across from the Vulcan.
Oh.
I don't like that dude that broke into my work a couple months ago. Is that long ago that happened? Just a couple months ago? You still might be like in court processes for this. This guy might be on stage, right? Talking all this stuff about Kilton. Because like I spoiled it for you. He's about to admit to like some murder. So his lawyer is probably sitting at home. He gets a text message with a link in it to this episode. And it's got this guy talking about how he murdered somebody just a couple months ago, right? This guy's lawyer is probably ripping his goddamn hair out. He's probably like, dude, you cannot talk about this. How many people saw the show? How many people? 1.8 mil? What the fuck? His lawyer's probably like, dude, I'm dropping you. I'm dropping you as a client. Get someone else to clean this shit up.
Okay, and what happened there exactly? What did he look like? Cam Patterson.
Hey, that guy had gold teeth in it when he did it. It couldn't have been me at all. That guy had gold teeth. Wouldn't know where he went.
We are looking for a man, a suspect with gold teeth.
Or gold teeth in his pocket. It's in your pocket.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, that guy's gold teeth are out now too. What the fuck is going on over here? This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so seriously, what did the suspect look like? Did he look like Cam, John Dees, or D Madness? Oh, okay, it was a white dude.
Dude, watch. This guy is so corny with the shit. When Tony starts asking him, like, oh, what happened? What happened at the dispensary when you got robbed? Yeah. This guy's, like, trying so hard to be gangster. He's like, oh, well, the guy came in. He started demanding some money, right? I won't say the next part for legal reasons, but let's just say he ain't with us no more. Motherfucker dead, you know? Like, he's, like, really tries to get... That's why I say he's, like, thinking... that this is going to be like his badass moment on like, I don't know, TV or whatever, if you want to call it that. And he thinks he's going to get like so much puss and respect out of this. Like this shit is actually cringe as fuck.
John Dees or D Madness? Oh, okay, it was a white dude. It was a white dude. Can you describe the white dude? He could be here. Let's find him.
No, he ain't here. He ain't no longer with us.
Oh, really? What happened to him?
Welcome to Texas.
Oh.
What? Welcome to Texas. Have you ever heard a gayer catchphrase in your... What is this, a fucking Sylvester Stallone movie? And you're going to say some stupid one-liner shit like that? This guy's like, let's just say he ain't with us no more. Tony's like, well, what do you mean by that? He's like, hasta la vista, baby. Like, what are you doing? This is like the corniest shit.
No longer with us.
Wait, hold up. Let's go back. Let's just, one thing led to another. Let's just say he ain't no longer with us no more. Welcome to Texas. Like, what? Dude, can you get any gayer than that?
It was a white dude. Can you describe the white dude? He could be here. Let's find him.
No, he ain't here. He ain't no longer with us.
Oh, really? What happened to him?
Welcome to Texas.
Oh. What? Wait, just a cotton-picking minute. Hold on a second.
Wait a minute. I didn't even realize this until right now. This motherfucker's a goddamn narc. Rockford, evidence and property of Rockford Police Department. On his goddamn sweatshirt, it says that. What, you a narc, bro? You didn't kill nobody. This motherfucker's lying.
Wait just a cotton picking minute. Hold on a second.
I think I'm gonna pass on the picnic.
So what? Did you find the guy? What happened here?
I'll explain it to you, and if you want, because it's magic of editing, I can send you a clip that you can show on YouTube too.
Look, see, this is what I'm talking. This guy actually thinks this is like his viral moment. Like he's gonna make something out of himself over this. Oh, I'll send you the security footage, man. I fucking killed the shit. You should see. I stabbed him like 19 times. This guy's lawyer, like, seriously must be losing his goddamn mind. He's like sitting there looking at the screen like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, he must seriously be flipping his wig, dude. I'm spitting talking about this. This is how hilarious this is. This guy's lawyer must be losing his mind. He goes, I'll send you a video, Tony, if you want to show it on YouTube. No, Tony won't even. Tony's bleeping out curse words, bro. He wants the monetization, okay? He wants the money from the AdSense. He's not going to show your murder on his goddamn channel. What are you, crazy?
Editing, I can send you a clip that you can show on YouTube too.
You guys found the guy.
I was there. We have security cameras. I happen to be looking at the camera because.
Oh, he broke in while you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm watching the camera, and he comes up with yanks our door. We have to buzz you in. And he had a crowbar in his hand. He started smashing the window out. So the first time he swung, I was like, fuck that, it's on. So I took off, and we're upstairs. I was at the top of the stairs. He was at the middle. He slapped the crowbar against his hand, and he said, I can't do this today, which I don't know what the fuck that means. I just looked at him, and I had some pepper spray at the time in my hand. I said, shit. I can, motherfucker. And I sprayed him.
I can, motherfucker. He said, sprayed him with pepper spray. He had the pepper spray in a cologne bottle, so he could only spritz it. He was like, pss, 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 spraying him with the pepper spray like that. That's all he had.
Spray at the time in my hand. I said, shit. I can, motherfucker. And I sprayed him. We had some other stuff that happened for legal purposes I'll omit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He left, and about a block over here, he bled out.
Look.
He died.
Yeah, he ain't no longer with us.
Wow.
Oh. This guy is the coolest. I got to admit, this guy is cooler than fuck. How did you kill him with just pepper spray? He's like John Wick. Watch, later Tony's going to look at that fucking, the footage that he gives him, and you're going to find out this guy killed the dude with like a rubber eraser or some shit like that. This guy's like, I told you he's no longer with us, Tony. I'm a fucking straight murderer. Let's give it up. Hey, come on. Okay, the soundboard, we're probably going to get like 10,000 claps right now and applauses. Okay, let's give it up. Just me. See how lame it is with just me? Let's give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe and this murderer guy. You know what I mean? This is great shit right here. You got to admit. So I'm going to take a little bit of a bathroom break and put some music on for you guys. We're going to do this unedited, okay? I'm going to turn this music up because your boy has got to piss his goddamn brains out. I will be right back. Stay with me here on Lost Aux Media. We got Joe Rogan and the Protect Our Parks boys coming up next.
So
We'll be coming back soon. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I had to take a little tinkle, bro. And I try not to edit these things, so if I gotta use the bathroom just like Ethan Klein, you guys gotta be a part of that, okay? Sorry to do it to you, okay? So we're gonna be getting into this protect our parks business, right? This is gonna be a good one. Wait until you see this. We got it all. We got the boys acting a fool. We got Mark Norman talking about getting sick off of eating that ice. You know what I mean? We got the whole 9 with the boys, the Protect Our Parks boys. So let's turn down this music so that we could just jump into the goddamn intro, man. It's a good old Joe Rogan intro. Never fails to deliver. Oop, my bad. Gotta hit play.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Hey,
Mazel tov.
Hey,
Speaking of
queef it up.
All I've
There
been
we
doing
go.
is sending Ari my algorithm is flooded with Jewish stuff.
I know.
My algorithm is flooded with like Jew rules.
It's just rules from like low-level influencers in the Hasidic community. It's crazy what you've like.
I get so many of them every day, so I send them to him.
What are the rules?
Oh, it's all like, are you allowed when your frying pan, when you use your frying pan for eggs, are you allowed to use it for me? Say you go on vacation and your pot isn't kosher. What can you do on the Sabbath?
Are they
You're gonna
cooking
take
it?
it to the ocean,
They're
throw it in the
hilarious.
ocean.
See, what is Joe doing right here? You know, because this is, lately online, there's been a lot of anti-Semitism online. You hear Ethan Klein bitching about it like every goddamn week, okay? A lot of anti-Semitism online. This guy is sitting here going, well, what do you do on the Sabbath when you got no salt and you got to throw the pots into the ocean? What do you do? It's just, and he's like doing this Jewish thing, right? You know, lately Joe's been like hating on trans people. He's been hating on like the left, you know what I mean? All these left liberal pussies, you know what I mean? Is he starting to do this like Jew thing too? Like, is Joe about to start using his platform as like this giant megaphone to finally give Ethan Klein what he wants and put some legitimacy behind these anti-Semitic claims? Or is this all a joke? Who knows? Only Joe. Only Joe knows the answer to this.
They're throwing the fucking pots in the ocean
gotta throw your
to
pot.
make it kosher.
Yeah.
And you have to let go of it. You have to let go of it. They have a rule. You have to drop it in the water and let go of
Are
it.
they 100% submerged? Oh yeah, those people are. And it's also funny. Like you click on the link he sends you, and the first thing you hear is,
Watch, Joe's going to get stuck in that. Look, he's right here. Joe's going through it because he's going to get stuck in that Jew like accent, his impression. You know what I mean? He's going to start trying to make fun of liberals. He's going to go right back into Jew. You know what I
Fires
mean?
out with the weather. Get some rain over there.
Yeah, they don't really control the weather, obviously.
Obviously not.
Otherwise, hurricanes wouldn't hit Florida.
Ah, good point.
They barely get their pots kosher.
Very good
No,
point.
they make them hit Florida so they get their wills.
Yeah,
Tell the old people.
it's hilarious that some people are saying climate change. This is climate change. This is no, this is fucking
Look, now he went into Ed Norton. You ever see Sausage Party? Ed Norton plays the bagel, and the bagel is a Jew. He's doing the Ed Norton from Sausage Party. Ed Norton's like, oh my God, I didn't know that there was other bagels with like seasoning on them and stuff. Oh, this is crazy. And Joe's like, he got stuck in that Jew impression. You remember I told you about this. I told you about this Jew impression that's taken over his body now. And now he tries to go into the liberal impression, the wannabe pussy liberal impression. He wants it to be like snarky and like, oh, have you eaten your granola today? We're having quinoa for lunch, you know? Like, he wants to do that, but he's stuck. He did like the, you know, when your parents go, don't make that face for too long, it'll get stuck like that. That's what's happening to Joe.
Hurricanes wouldn't hit Florida.
Good point.
They barely get their pots kosher.
Yeah.
No, they make them hit Florida so they get their wills.
Yeah,
Tell the old people.
It's hilarious that some people are saying climate change. This is climate change. This is no, this is fucking arson. That wasn't a Jew.
Back to Jew.
That wasn't a Jew.
Climate
That was a whiny liberal. This is climate change.
Borderline Jew.
Bro, it didn't sound like that before. It didn't sound like that before. Look at him try to weasel his way out of this. He goes, no, that wasn't Jew. That was liberal. I would never Jew you.
It's hilarious that some people are saying climate change. This is climate change. This is no, this is fucking arson. That wasn't a Jew.
Back to Jew.
That wasn't a Jew.
Climate
That was a whiny liberal. This is climate change.
Borderline Jew.
No, I'm doing a New York thing. I'm doing a New York thing. Then I'm doing the Jew. When I talk like this is a whiny liberal. It's fucking climate change.
It didn't sound like that before. It didn't sound like you were doing climate change. It sounded like you were talking like a Jew. Like you were a Jew in New York and you were like, yo, what do you do with the pots in the Sabbath? You know, it sounded like you were doing Jew. Okay? So don't try to say that you weren't. We know you were. Now watch this. You know Joe, he's like obsessed with like the UFC and stuff like that. And it's so funny because every time Joe is obsessed with something, he thinks that everybody should be obsessed with it, right? Like Joe likes Andrew Dice Clay a lot. We talked about that. He thinks everyone should suck Andrew Dice Clay's dick. And he starts talking, you hear him start talking about these UFC fighters. He starts getting into this mind. He's like, these guys are like the greatest minds that have ever lived. You know, there's nobody smarter than this one guy who like grapples on a day-to-day basis and gets his head smashed into the canvas on a day-to-day basis. Nobody smarter than that guy, you know? Everyone should know who this person is. And if you don't, you're probably stupid. You know, it's like kind of how Joe does. They start talking about this clip that's been going viral on Twitter. This Khabib Nurmagomedov, or however the fuck you say this guy's last name. This guy gets kicked off a goddamn plane, right? He gets kicked off the plane because the guy can't speak goddamn English, okay? He can't speak good English, okay? He's from Russia. His English is shit. I've heard him talk. He sucks at it, okay? They kick him off the plane because he's trying to sit in like the safety seat, like the emergency exit seat, right? And when you sit in that seat, they have to explain like a bunch of rules and procedures to you before the plane can take off. It like has to be done. It's a law. So whoever is sitting in that seat has to listen to what the flight attendants have to say during that time. They can't have their headphones in. They can't do any of that. So if you decide not to, or if you can't speak English and they go, hey, this guy doesn't even know what the fuck we're saying, then they will tell you, you either have to switch seats. If you don't want to switch seats, you got to get off the plane. Listen to how late this fucking soundboard is. Really time to get a new goddamn iPad. So the flight attendants are telling Khabib, hey, man, we don't feel comfortable that you understand what we're trying to say. So, like, we're going to have to move your seat. He goes, no. So they kick him off the fucking plane. Now, Joe's about to sit there and go, I wish I could have been on that plane and go, hey, do you guys know who you're even kicking off right now? I would look at Joe and go, do you think that they give a fuck? Not everybody in the world cares about what you give a fuck about, okay? Some people probably don't watch the UFC. So they could give two fucks. You could tell her, this is Khabib Nurmagomedov, get off. That whatever his last name is. This is him. He's that dude. Okay, who cares? I don't know him. I don't watch UFC. Joe would probably try to explain it further. No, you don't understand. He was undefeated in his whole entire fighting career. Again, don't watch UFC. Don't give a fuck. No, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. He tapped out Conor McGregor. He beat out Conor McGregor. The undefeated, the most number one welterweight. Okay, again, bro. Don't give a fuck. This guy's got to get the fuck off the plane. We don't give two shits about how many guys he's KO'd, okay, dude? That's not what we're here for. He needs to speak English or he needs to get off the fucking plane.
Wake up! No, it's arson, you fucking idiots.
I think it's MrBeast. He's setting up a new video.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm so used to the time code thing, I forgot. Spotify, I actually have to, like, move to the next time code. So the next time code's 17 minutes this shit happens. Listen to these assholes talk about it.
That's the goat talk is between those two.
It's weird when these super mercenary killers just can't win. He's like, I gotta just get off the plane. I can't beat
some
you
lady.
up. Yeah, some lady can, like, has
in your
control over
country.
him. Meanwhile, he can beat up everybody on the planet.
It's really crazy when you watch it.
Removed from the whole plane.
Yeah, you
Wow.
can play it if you want.
Wouldn't he just switch seats with somebody?
Damn.
She's saying they're not comfortable.
What?
It is fair. Yes, it is.
He should have just started swinging. You know? Too bad she's not trans.
I understand that, but it's
See, the funny thing is, like, they have the volume low in the video. I watch the video. If you watch it, they go like, "Hey, man, we're like concerned about your English." He goes, "No, I speak English good. No, very good. I speak it. You know, I am not speaking English good. You know, like he's sitting there arguing with them in the most broken English you could possibly imagine. He's like, I'm UFC fighter. I tap Conor McGregor. I make tap Conor McGregor. I make tap. Okay." They're like, "Dude, you gotta go, bro. We're sorry. You can't understand shit that we're saying. Repeat back the alphabet to us." He's like, they're like, "Dude, you gotta go, bro. Like, you gotta go."
also off of their judgment. I'm not going to do this back and forth. I will call a supervisor. You can either
Wow, I don't get it.
we can go ahead and escort you off the plane.
This is crazy.
Which one are we doing? Okay, I'll call a supervisor and then we're going to have to rebook you for a different flight.
I mean, didn't Mike Tyson hit a guy on a plane?
Yeah, but that was a different situation. The Mike Tyson guy was.
Look, of course they're gonna kick this asshole off. He's wearing like a hood all the way up. He speaks like a terrorist. He's got hair all over his fucking face. Like, after 9/11, you cannot get on a plane looking like that, okay? I'm sorry, you can't. So, of course, they're going to get weary of you, and then when you don't speak English, now you're just giving them an excuse, okay? They've been waiting to kick your ass off this fucking plane. So if you think they're going to bend now, you're sadly mistaken, my friend. Now, listen to Joe. I wish I was there so I could explain to them, like, do you know who this is? Do you think they give a fuck?
Was a drunk guy that was fucking with Mike Tyson.
She deserves
At this point, he's like, yeah, call supervisor. He'll have my side on this.
Well, not only that, he was calm and respectful. He obviously speaks English, and he knew that, he said, I'll assist. I'll open the door.
Fucking white ladies.
But people are crazy.
I sit in that fucking row. They put fucking
Yeah.
slobs in that row.
Yeah.
Get the fuck.
Wouldn't you love to be on that flight? Go, ma'am, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Like, do you know who that is? Like, just let me tell you who that is. Let me Google him real quick.
He's the eagle.
Imagine that, dude. Imagine you're working. You're at your job. Your shit fucking flight attendant job, and you have Joe Rogan's rich ass on the plane, and you're trying to kick off a terrorist, like an actual terrorist. You're trying to kick off the plane, and Joe's going, "Hold on, let me Google him real fast." What? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Imagine. These guys are so fucking delusional, dude. Joe Rogan is so fucking delusional. To think that you could just do that and, like, they're going to listen to you. Why? Because you're Joe Rogan? So they go, oh, well, Joe Rogan's coming up to me and he's Googling it. This guy must be legit. Like, let's just let him blow up the plane. Like, they don't know who the fuck this guy is. They don't care. You Google him. It ain't going to change what the fuck they're talking about. That's how crazy and delusional Joe is. And oddly enough, this delusion, this crazy-ass delusion is going to play into the next time code. This is going to be rich. Wait until I show you this. So this guy, he actually is talking to these dudes, right? He's going, they're talking about, like, having a time at the bar, right? They're having drinks at the bar. That's what they're about to talk about next. And they're talking about how much to tip. Of course, you know Ari's a Jew. So Ari's going to be like $1, tipping $1 a beer. That's like fucking crazy, bro. Like, why would I tip $1 per beer? That's insane. You know, the beer was like $13. Why should I tip $1 per beer? Now, I'm not going to lie. He's kind of onto something. You shouldn't tip nobody, dude. We should go Europe. We should go Dutch on the fucking tipping, bro. Take it away from everybody. Make the employer pay for the goddamn salary. Why does the customer have to do it? That's for a different video. So Ari, of course, being the Jew he is, he goes, $1's too much to tip for a beer. And Shane and Mark, they're like, I don't know, $1's not that bad. $2 is too much to tip for a beer. Mind you, these guys are millionaires, right? So now Joe's going to come out of fucking left field, right? Like straight out of left field and go, what are you cheap bastards tipping $1 or $2 a beer for? Joe's like, I go in there, I tip $100 per beer. I tip. Okay? 100 per beer. I have 13 beers in a night. That bartender's getting 1,300 fucking clams out of me. No questions asked. Now, you stupid assholes are millionaires. You trying to tell me you tip less than $100 per beer? This actually is going to come out of Joe's mouth. This is insane to think like this is how delusional he is. This is how delusional he is. Listen to this, dude.
Dalmatian.
Cute little dog.
It's named Dice. It's a good
That's
dog.
fun.
It is a good dog. I feel bad making fun of a guy's dog.
His dog's named Dice?
Yeah.
That's cute.
And it's a Dalmatian, so
Yeah.
it looks like a dice. And Dice Clay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch it.
Yeah.
You've tried that with me too. Your dogs. Your dogs.
We're a little behind. I have to scrub the scrub bar to like get to the actual time codes with Spotify. Spotify is the worst. You're always going to get clunky segments out of Spotify, so I'm going to apologize for every single time it happens from this point forward. Listen to this. $100 per beer, Joe's tipping. $100 per beer. And then he's looking at his friends as if they're cheap pieces of shit for not doing that. I get it, dude. You're millionaires. Like, pay up. But $100 per beer? That's crazy, dude.
So get out of my fucking house. You can tell that guy's kid sucks.
Yeah,
That's true.
You're like, your kid sucks. He goes, right?
Yeah.
What have you noticed?
That's the weird thing about today. Like, there's a lot of 26-year-old dudes living with their parents.
Yeah, you got that right.
When did you guys leave? I was
That's
25.
23.
I was 20.
18.
18. Out of the house.
Out.
Not talking about college.
Gone.
Okay.
Yeah, 20, I was out of the house.
I went-
and they
failed out
wanted
of
me out of the house when I was 18.
I went back after college for a year.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Oh, no. That's hard.
No, it was a good year.
Really?
Yeah, it was nice.
just drinking with Phil every day.
No, I was just reading and jacking off in the basement. It was great.
Where is this time code at? Joe tips 100 per beer. Let's hear it.
I was fighting right out of high school, so like I didn't want to go. He's a fucking bartender.
That's crazy.
He's Tom Cruise.
Well played.
Having cocktail.
So I understand why they wanted me out of the house. Like you're living an unrealistic life.
Nailed it.
Fucking
That was great.
That was really good,
That was
actually.
low key great.
Hey,
Is
all
that
right.
like the least
Low-key,
impressive skill of all time? Like someone makes
Yeah.
a drink by spitting bottles in the air and
Also,
doing all that shit.
whoever wants it,
Yeah.
if you see them doing it, like, just make the drink.
I just want to drink. Yeah, I don't need a witty bartender.
Right.
I
No.
mean, if you're really that funny, you should go do stand up.
The rude bar.
That's Joe's go-to. Every time somebody's hilarious, Joe's like, yo, you should go do stand-up. Joe's flooding the fucking market. All his comedian friends are like, please, Joe. Like, we're all fighting for fucking gigs at the mothership right now. We all moved to Austin because of you. Big J just talked about this earlier. We're all literally clawing at the wall to get spots at your club because we all moved here because of you. And you're just telling everyone who tells one funny knock-knock joke to do stand-up. What are you doing? Now listen, they're about to talk $100 per beer. Joe's tipping.
Bartenders are the
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, like that's what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
that. And then they walk away. You go, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Especially like if you're a good tipper. You're like, come on, man, don't make me not
Yeah.
tip you. I want to tip you well. I want you to have a good experience here. I don't want this to be
I'm
bad
a
for either one of
standoffish
us.
bartender.
A buck for
Sassy,
a beer, though.
sassy
That-
fat
Can we
white
get
one.
rid of that? You open a beer cap. A buck?
A buck is
I forgot. Mark is actually the bigger Jew than Ari. It was Mark that brought it up. $1 a beer? Whoa. Who's tipping $1 a beer? What are we doing here, man? It's crazy.
a max. A buck is too much.
I know,
Listen,
but like if he's whipping me up a Mai Tai.
You can't think.
Look how happy he is with himself. Shut up, bro.
You can't think that
You dicks.
anything you're doing in a bar is like paying for things in a store.
Yes.
You can't think of it that way. You're paying for this experience of being in public, and this dude, this is his job. It's not supposed to be reasonably priced.
I'm
All
okay
right.
with $1.
See, now Joe kind of spit some facts there. Like you're not supposed to treat the bar like you treat something that you're buying in a store. You know, you can't sit there and go like, oh, well, the guy, all he did was like bagged my food. So like in the grocery store, I'm not going to tip him. You know, it's not like that. You're there for the ambiance. All the shit Joe just said is true. So you pay up a little bit more. You pay a premium to do that, to hang out with people in a public space, possibly get laid. You know what I mean? Whether you're a guy or a girl, you might get something out of it that night. Come on, you got to pay up for that. Joe's not mistaken here. What he says next is absolutely insane.
When it starts to be like a $12 beer, and it's like, no, you don't get $2 for this.
I leave $100.
It's a dump.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I get a beer, I leave $100.
Come on.
You see the way he did that? I leave $100. He's sucking on that huge, huge brown cock. I got lit. Listen to him. Watch the way he does. I leave $100. Disgusting.
Of being in public, and this dude, this is his job. It's not supposed to be reasonably priced.
I'm okay with $1. When it starts to be like a $12 beer, and it's like, no, you don't get $2 for this.
I leave $100.
It's a dump.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I get a beer, I leave $100.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I don't care.
Damn.
Give him money. Are you going to notice it, or is he going to notice it? Are you going to notice if you have $100? You're not going to notice. $100 from anyone in this room, it's like it doesn't exist.
Oh,
but $100 to a dude,
That's crazy.
He's fine.
$100.
$100 you don't know exists. You might know $1,000 exists. You might know $10,000 exists. But if you look at your bank account, it's 100 this way or 100 that way. It makes zero difference.
Yeah, that's
dude, that's insane, right? I mean, I get it, bro. They're rich. Like, fuck them. As a matter of fact, no, I'm on Joe's side with this. I probably shouldn't take the angle of going against the grain with the powerful JRE on this one, at least. I'm on Joe's side with this. I think that they should tip $100 per beer. As a matter of fact, I think every single comedian who's got $1 million or more in their bank account should tip $100 for every single thing that they do. I think that if a comedian goes out and gets their gas pumped in New Jersey, you know, in the state of New Jersey, somebody pumps your gas for you. Tip them $100. You go to the grocery store, someone bags your tip them $100. You breathe. Throw $100 in a tip jar and light it on fire. I think that every comedian ever that's famous and rich should give it all away. As a matter of fact, Joe should give away every single fucking penny he has. I would like to see every single person at this table have actually $0, absolutely nothing in their bank accounts for just giving it all away. I think that'd be fucking awesome. Imagine that. Think of the headlines you'd see off of that. Joe Rogan's fucking poor. He's now he's a scrub like everybody else. Now he's just a 4'3" bald guy. You know? That's it. There's nothing special about him. He's not rich anymore. Nobody gives a fuck. Imagine how big of a swing there would be on every single person's opinion about Joe, opinion against Joe, if anyone disagrees with Joe. Imagine how big all those opinions would swing if Joe had $0 in his bank account. That would be awesome. I think that Joe should go out every single night and he should tip $100 for every single step that he takes. He should count the steps on his Apple Watch and tip $100 to all the people around him for every single step that he takes. That would be fucking awesome, right? I'd hang out with them if that was the case.
For one time. We're in bars every night.
Good How often are you doing it?
That's
good point.
That's 700
We
bucks
work.
a
Yeah,
week.
we go to a lot of
Bar
bars.
hopping.
Spend a little money.
Yeah, we'd spend $8,000 by the
We
end
do,
of the night.
buying the drinks.
Yeah, good. Perfect.
Did you guys
Good
get
night.
after it last night?
Good. Perfect. Joe, good. Perfect. It's a good night. Yeah. Fuck you guys. You guys got nothing. You know? You're nothing to me. You guys don't have the money that I got. I got $100 million in the bank, man. What do you got? You know? It's crazy, dude. Now watch. Listen. Mark. Well, let's see. What's the next time code? 12942. Guess what this time code's labeled? This one's labeled Mark throwing up all over the mothership. That's what this the next time code's labeled. Let's see. So we're at what? 12832. Let's go up a little bit more. Let's listen to Mark talk about this. Dude, so Mark, he's talking about how like they get tuned up when they're at the mothership in the green room, right? So by the time half of these dudes are getting on stage, they're all wasted out of their goddamn minds. So Mark's about to talk about a time where he was about to get on stage, just started puking his ass off, passed out, was laying on the floor next to a pile of throw up and shit. And he was hoping Joe wouldn't bring this up. Listen to this.
Joe, you're repeating jokes.
You don't remember what the fuck you're talking about.
Did I say that?
You have to have like a very set order if you're going to do 2 or more shows.
And there's too many heck. Yeah, I did it this last weekend. I was like, at, like the last show of the set. It was just like, no way have I said this. And you start laughing. You're like, are you laughing at me?
Yes.
Did I repeat that? You're laughing at me. Will you tell me?
It also looks the exact same too.
Yeah.
Like from your perspective, it's just a
Right.
light in your face.
Right.
And
Right.
You can't really see anyone.
Well,
and
the
you're
problem
like, I
is
swear
when
to
you're
God, I
doing
just
long
did this.
sets too. It's like
Yeah.
long sets are like a zone you get into, and when
Yeah.
you're in the zone, you're kind of like, you're kind of like riding it, right? You're kind of like riding the show.
Which joke do I feel like right now? None of us have scripts,
right?
so
right.
it's like
you're
there's no order.
riding with it. You're fucking around. You're riding with it, and so you forget where you are on the ride because you're on the ride again.
Yeah.
Like, is this the first part of the ride? Have I done that bit yet? Oh my god, I'm so out of order.
And
what
it's
do I
later
do?
in the night, so I've been drinking too. So now you add that to the mix.
Now I'm shit faced.
Yeah.
Like the
People are
time,
getting a
we
show.
went back to the mothership.
Look, Joe outed him. You remember that time you went back to the mothership? Now you hear Mark. Mark's in the background like, oh, man, I was hoping that we'd leave that one off air, Joe. It's not cool. Joe's like, oh, yeah, I just outed your shit in front of everybody. Listen to this. Mark was puking in the backstage at the mothership, throwing up all over the goddamn place. Ends up passing out on the floor, right? And doesn't even clean any of it up when he leaves. Listen to this.
I was hoping you forgot about that.
Oh, how could I ever?
No, it was
Mark's
great.
like,
You
have.
threw up behind the stage and went to sleep.
Yeah,
You went to
my own vomit.
sleep. You went to sleep a foot away from your own puke.
The
Yeah.
levels you'll allow when you're drunk. It's just like, it's fine. The drink's fine.
that
This
was
is a
bad.
good spot.
Yeah.
I went to the club the next day and I was like, sorry, I puked. They're like, yeah, we know. And some guy's holding a mop. I was like, I set up an edible arrangement.
The edible arrangement was very thoughtful.
Yeah, it's thoughtful. It's so thoughtful. You know what would have been even more thoughtful if he would have cleaned it the fuck up. Listen to this, man. These guys, like, you'd think that you could just do whatever the fuck you want, bro. It ain't like that, okay? You get drunk, you gotta handle your shit. If I was Joe, I wouldn't even be laughing about that. I'd be like, motherfucker, you want to get banned from the club? You want to not come aboard the mothership no more? You know what I mean? Yo, clean that shit up. Don't make my guys clean this bullshit up for you. You're not a goddamn child. We need to fix this. So let's go to the next time code. Mark's about to talk about how he got sick from eating ass. He was eating so much ass. This guy, he was eating so much goddamn ass, bro. To the point to where it got him sick. Did you even know that that was possible? I didn't even know that that was possible. To eat so much ass that it actually gets you sick. Like, that's kind of fucking nuts, bro. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. Listen to this.
Going, you're really just tightening that rump.
I feel like it goes away though as soon as you get on stage.
You get a little fight or flight, but every now and then you just like, oh, I had a crazy meal. I had oysters in the green room, and you're like, ooh.
Oysters in the green room.
When do you order your oysters in a what green room has
I order
oysters?
everything on the menu.
Even Key West doesn't have
Free
that.
food. Pull up a photo of me doing my Comedy Central
Stop bragging.
a
Shut
half
up.
hour a while ago, but I have a crazy virus, and I was shitting myself on stage, like gurgling.
While
butthole.
you were doing the special?
My big taping. It was like the biggest I'd ever done, half-hour
Oh,
special,
no.
whatever.
Oh, man,
I looked
I wanna
so
see
fat,
this.
I'm sweaty. I had a H. pylori. You get that from eating ass.
Oh, H. pylori, huh? This guy's got it from eating ass. You know what I mean? That's some crazy shit. Imagine you eat ass that much to the point to where it makes you sick. As if it's like cheesecake or something like that. That's how much you're eating ass. Like, you can't eat like a whole cheesecake in one sitting because you'll get sick. It's like too much in you. That shit'll sit inside of you like a rock. Or it's like when you eat food too fast. You can't do that. That shit'll make you sick, man. You know? So imagine eating so much ass that it actually made you sick. Like you ate so much of it, your body couldn't take it anymore. Your body's like, please, can we get some actual food in us for once? You know, please. I'm gonna start. Your body's fighting back because you haven't eaten in days. Because the only thing you've eaten his ass, you know? That you can't live like that, bro. Listen to this guy. He's going to talk about it, and then you're going to see what he looks like. Dude, he looked insane. I didn't even know that was a thing. When I saw the way he looked off of eating just a smidge of ass, I was like, I don't think that's for me, bro. Like, I couldn't, I thought about it a couple times. It seemed enticing once or twice. Sometimes you meet a girl with a cute one, right? It's just never really dove into it. I never took the leap. And I always thought maybe it could be okay. Maybe. And then I saw what this asshole looked like after eating a smidge of booty. I don't know about that one.
A crazy virus. And I was shitting myself on stage, like gurgling.
While
butthole.
you were doing the special?
My big taping. It was like the biggest I'd ever done. Half-hour special, whatever.
Oh, man.
I looked
want
so
to see
fat.
this.
I'm sweaty. I had a H. pylori. You get that from eating ass. Yeah, you consume feces.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Damn, not even just eating ass. He was eating the poo-poo. He was eating the poo-poo. You ever see that African guy? There was like this video that was it was like a preacher from Africa talking about gay people, and he's like, they eat the poo poo, they eat the poo poo, the gay people eat the poo poo. Like he's talking, they saying they fuck each other in the ass and then they eat the shit afterwards. You have to be like, you don't know, you have no idea what gay people are if that's what you think is actually going on. I mean, it might be. I don't know. I don't know anybody. I have a gay brother. That's about it. Haven't talked to him in 27 years. Not because he's gay, though. He's just an asshole. But, yeah, this guy, he's been eating so much ass that he's even getting the residuals. He's getting that poo-poo down his gullet, right? And this is fucking up his system. Gave him a little bit of that H. pylori. So he has a Comedy Central special coming out, right? This is back when Comedy Central was actually relevant. And he gets that H. pylori. He goes to Comedy Central. He's like, guys, we got to reschedule. I'm sick as fuck. And they tell him to fuck himself. And that he's going to either be on stage or they're going to just axe the whole goddamn thing. So he gets on stage looking crazier than hell. Watch this.
It was a fat...
What was his name?
Hey.
He said fat. I was like, I got to get it in quick. It's all about timing.
It was John Panette.
Oh, wow. You do look sick.
I'm wearing a ton of makeup, but I'm like bloated.
Bro, what the fuck?
Look like a chubby.
Bro, look at Mark. Mark looking actually insane. Spotify has hands down the shittiest HTML5 player I've ever seen in my life. It goes gray when you pause. It fucking is like super sensitive to the touch. You can't zoom in on the shit. So Mark looks crazy. And then you see Mark over here, the difference, bro. Like this motherfucker in this, he looks like Ralphie May. This guy is so goddamn fat. Sweating his ass off.
I was the same weight I am now, but just that I'm so fat and sick,
You
and I'm
look
trying
like
to
a
push
little
through.
boy.
Yeah.
So were you sick days before as well?
Yeah, but they're like, we're not changing it. This is when you got to do it.
Wow.
Look at the neck, everything. I mean, I look like Ralphie May.
You actually look.
He's getting ready to shit his pants there on stage, dude. Guy's like really gonna lose it there.
Cute. You look like
Good
you want
little
to pinch your
cutie.
cheeks.
Cherubic.
You look,
Look like
yeah,
a little
cherubic.
cutie.
That's the word. Like I want to pinch your cheeks.
Look at that. You gotta watch it, folks. I'm telling you, you have to watch it because, dude, if eating ass is gonna do that to you, I don't know about that one. If eating ass will do that, it'll turn you into that. It'll make you look like Mark Norman. Then count me out, dude. Count me out. I don't ever want to eat no goddamn ass if that shit's gonna make you look like that. So let's see. What else we got? What are some other good time codes we got here? Oh, look. Mark Norman. Look, this is like a chock-filled Mark Norman episode. We got to give it up for Mark. He's really, I mean, aside from you guys, Mark is the real star here. Like, something's burning. He's making an ass out of himself. He's making an ass out of himself on the JRE, you know, getting H. pylori from eating a little bit of ass. That's some wild shit, you know? So now in this next time code, he's going to talk about eating people's leftover food, right? And you think, like, when you hear me say that, you're thinking, like, oh, eating, like, people's leftovers in the fridge, right? Like, your roommate comes home, and he leaves, like, a little bit of Applebee's in the fridge, and you see that Applebee's and you're like, that shit's looking real nice right now. I might be eating on those leftovers. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mark is in a restaurant. He sees a waiter walking by with a tray of food that people have not finished, right? Mark's snatching wings, taco bites, jalapeno poppers off of it. If there's some cuts of steak off of that, Mark's eating that too. Mark is going crazy. He will eat people's leftovers in real time. Like, they're not even getting a chance to box the fucking things up yet. And this guy's rich. He's rich, okay? Like, Joe's like, dude, tip 100 a beer. Stop eating people's leftovers. You living like a homeless guy, bro. And you're a millionaire. You cannot do this.
Still got it. It still counts. You only have like a half a second delay. It's like the 5-second rule where you drop food.
Yeah. Oh, that 5-second rule really helps when you're hungry.
I'm just thinking about all the ass that Norman's eating and think about how ridiculous it would be to not eat food off the ground.
Cold. I had to swallow real fast because that one got me. I just think about all the ass that Mark has eaten, right? And how he just won't eat food off the ground. Joe, I hate to break it to you, bro, but you're about to get the hugest reality check. This guy will eat food out of somebody's ass, you know? This guy will eat like those, like Lana Rhodes, dude. He'll eat cereal out of somebody's gaping asshole, Mark Norman. He don't care where the food comes from. He's eating it.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to do it.
He eats fucking leftovers at restaurants.
I ate yours when you went to the bathroom.
Why not?
At breakfast.
Norman just would see, like, at the cellar, stuff coming back, and he goes, whoa.
Well, I'm telling you.
What? Bro, this guy, okay.
It works. This has never not worked for me. You
Listen.
go up to a table that's been sitting there for a while at a restaurant. You go, you want me to clear this out of the way? And they go, oh, please. And you just take their wings.
Wow.
Somebody has to send this guy to fucking jail, bro. You cannot do that. You can't just walk it. This has to be a lie. He has to be lying about this. Because if you're in a restaurant, if I'm in a restaurant and I'm sitting there eating some food, some guy in regular clothes comes up to me and goes, you want me to clear all this off for you? I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Like, why are you even at my table right now? Think about it. So they were, okay. This is why I have to poke holes in this story. This is the shit that when I watch these podcasts, this is why my podcast exists. When I watch these and listen to these, that's what goes through my mind. I go, wait a minute, there's a lot of holes in this goddamn story. Like, okay, a group of people, they go into a restaurant. They meet a server or a hostess, right? Or a host. Person probably wearing a uniform. That person then brings them to a table, goes, your server will be here with you in a second. Then they meet the server, who's probably in a uniform. Then you kind of are just subconsciously looking around the restaurant, and it's very easy to spot the people in uniform. So it doesn't even take that much brain power for your mind to subconsciously go, okay, everyone who is not those people are all customers, just like me. Not that hard to put together in your mind. You don't even have to be thinking about it. Your mind does it on its own. And then that server comes, takes your order, brings drinks to you, has been waiting on you for 45 minutes until you're halfway through your meal. And Mark seems to think that he can then go to that group of people who will immediately recognize him as another patron of the restaurant, just like them. And he thinks that he can go up to their table and go, hey, you guys want me to clear all this off for you? They're going to be like, wait, are you Mark Norman? Like, you know, they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? I know I would. I'd be like, dude, I'd be like, what are you? I'd pull out pepper spray. I'd start spraying him in his goddamn face.
It's never not worked.
And you just eat their wings?
Yeah, it's wings.
But then they find out that you're not working there.
Well, that
doesn't matter. They want it out of the way.
Yeah. They probably watch. That guy just took our wings. He's eating them.
See, Joe knows what time it is. I forgot to even mention that part. Then Mark takes the wings and goes back to his table and sits down. Now the whole table is looking at him like, oh, that guy's homeless. Now they're probably all sitting there contemplating because I'll tell you, people who don't follow comedy, they don't know who comedians are. We talked about all this with Ethan. Ethan claims to be a comedian, so he should know who those comedians are. If Ethan just didn't make that claim and was just a regular podcaster like he should be labeling himself as, it would make sense for him not to know who Ralph Barbosa and Nate Bargatze are. It would make sense for him not to know them. Because people who don't follow comedy, who don't watch comedy podcasts, they don't know who comedians are. Comedians are not like other celebrities, right? So they're going to see this random guy. They're not going to see Mark Normand and be like, oh, this is like Bill Murray doing like a bit or something. They're going to just see some random guy steal their wings. They're going to think you're homeless. So they're going to be like talking to the server like, hey, can we pay for that guy's meal? You know, he seems real down and out. He seems a little retarded. Does he need anything?
Yeah. They've never questioned it. They just run away.
That's so weird. How many times have you done that?
Oh, she's a dozen.
Norman is the biggest Jew I know.
A dozen. But he's just saying a dozen. This guy's been doing this probably all his goddamn life. All his goddamn life. Now listen to this. Joe and them throughout the episode had been talking a lot of shit to Shane, saying like, oh, you guys remember that time we were drinking and Shane and Ari started wrestling and Ari had tapped Shane like 3 different times. You guys remember that? And Shane starts getting upset. Shane's like, that never happened, bro. I'm like all state. I went to fucking Western University. Fucking, he's like real big on that. He's like, Ari never tapped me, bro. Only Joe can tap me, bro. Like, so Shane starts getting upset about this. And in the midst of all this happening, Mark starts making fun of Joe's height. And I love that. It's like, it's not really anything major. It's kind of like a pass-by joke. But Mark making fun of Joe's height is actually funny as hell. Listen to this. What do we got? 207.54. There we go. That should be good enough. Let's listen to this.
Green room hangs. And when you crack on him, he laughs hard.
Yes.
You know, that's the key. Like a dude who could take a joke.
Yeah.
You know, some guys are really good at dishing them out. But
I can take a joke, but Ari did not tap me twice.
Dude,
I
should have filmed it.
Just for the record.
I definitely and you whimpered.
Ooh, look at Shane. Look at Shane's face.
Oh, I do.
Shane's like, I did what, motherfucker? I can't do Shane. Shane's like a bro. He's like a deep voice bro, dude. He's like, bro, I did not tap. I did not tap against Ari, bro. You're fucking crazy, dude. And Ari sits there and goes, bro, you tapped twice. You whimpered like a dog. You went, yipe. Like when I tapped you, you did that. And Shane doesn't like this. Dude, Shane's about to start getting pissed the fuck off. Let's listen to that one more time. Watch Shane. He starts getting so upset. He actually starts getting pissed at these dudes.
Hard.
Yes.
You know, that's the key. Like a dude who could take a joke.
Yeah.
You know, some guys are really good at dishing them out. But
I can take a joke, but Ari did not tap me twice.
Dude,
That was
filmed it.
Just for the record.
I definitely and you whimpered.
Oh, I do remember
You
the
made
whimper.
a noise. Like,
I'll remember your little nasty ass jumping in on this.
Oh, Shane, now look, just this. Why is it bad for this is what I don't like about Shane. Shane is very much one of those pussies that can dish it out, but he can't take it. The second that Shane is like the ass end of a joke, he immediately gets defensive and starts trying to fucking pick apart everyone that's around him. You seen this last time when Mark talked about getting his ass eaten against his will, right? Mark just made a joke to Shane. Shane's like, I could never imagine getting my ass eaten. And Mark's like, yeah, you'd have like that white, pink little asshole. And then Shane gets defensive. Fuck you, man. Don't try to make fun of me when you're the one who got your gay little ass eaten. Immediately gets defensive. So now these guys are sitting there going, yeah, you whimpered, bro. Like, you whimpered. Mark didn't even make the joke. Ari did. Mark's just in the background laughing, going, oh, he got you, man. He got you. And this is the face that Shane's making. Look at this. Shane actually, like, we have to, I'm sorry, Spotify sucks, but focus on Shane. He looks like he wants to kill Mark.
He's composed. He's composed.
He's great.
Military man.
Such a fun guy, too. Such a good dude to hang out with. Like, he's,
he's
one of the best green room hangs. And when you crack on him, he laughs hard.
Yes.
You know, that's the key. Like a dude who could take a joke.
Yeah.
You know, some guys are really good at dishing them out. But
I can take a joke, but Ari did not tap me twice.
Remember that. I can take a joke. And then watch how he's going to act right now.
That was a
filmed it.
Just for the record.
I definitely and you whimpered.
Oh, I do remember
You
the
made
whimper.
a noise. Like,
I'll remember your little nasty ass jumping in on this to deflect. I'll remember you faking, you cocksucker.
I got it right on top.
You tried to save me from Joey Rogies, but
Yeah, I tried.
there's nothing we
I
can
didn't even
do.
notice I was up there. It was like a chihuahua.
See, look, now he's trying to bring it back. Dude, Shane got real in that moment. Like, Shane was really fucking upset in that goddamn moment, dude. Like, that's not real. You trying to tell me that's not real? That's real. Shane got pissed. And then, of course, they try to save it. Shane's like, oh, yeah, I'm on air. He's like, oh, yeah, you did try to save me when Joe got on the... Yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man, this fucking rocks, bro. Like, Ari didn't tap me, though, bro. I didn't whimper, bro. I'm fucking all-state football, bro. I'm fucking solid, bro. Bud Light. You know? Let's give it up for Shane. You know, good old Shane. Total fucking prick, that one, huh? You know? So let's see. Let's get out of this. Let's turn this off. Let's get a little bit of tunes going, if you know what I'm saying, right? Because this is usually the worst part about Lost Aux Media. It's the end of Lost Aux Media, unfortunately. So let's get that music going. Turn it up a little bit. And as always, I'd like to thank you on joining me for yet another week of Lost Aux Media. As we just delivering the greatest jamokes this side of the fucking internet, baby. If you want to support the show, or if you just want to stay up to date with all things Lost Aux Media, be sure to check out lostaux.media. That's Lost AUX.media. There you can buy merch. You can check out episodes on there. You can I don't know. You'll see, man. Just check out the website. There's a bunch of good shit on there, okay? We got video on YouTube and video on Spotify. Those go up Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Audio goes up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else your podcasts live, Wednesdays at 5 a.m. Why do we do it that way? We do it that way so you can listen on your way to work, and when you get home from work, you can watch it. Of course. Just like every week, I'm stoned as hell at the end of this, so I'm just going to bid you adieu and bid you farewell until next time. Goodbye.
I know how it seems. I